Hello, and welcome to an introductory 1 to 2 shot for the tabletop role-playing game Pathfinder 2nd Edition, called Menace under Otari. I am Tyler, and I will be the host for this adventure. I am joined by Jaxon.
Hi, hello, I'm Jaxon. You've seen me on other shows. I am playing Gerald McDuck. I am a human ranger. I have chose the hunter background, and the heritage is a versatile human with like feats and stuff.
And
Hello.
Brian. Sorry, a little slow there.
You're good. That's why I was waiting. My bad. Hi, my name is Brian. I'll be playing Hansel Dullwick, a witch, seer elf, and with the feat otherworldly magic. So, yeah.
Awesome. And Eyan.
Hello, I'll be playing Nolak. He is a human cleric with the warrior background, and the heritage is a nephelim with the ancestry feat Hellspawn.
And Monty.
Yes, hello. It's me, Monty. I'm a player. This is great. I am an unbreakable goblin named Heap Crumble, and I am an acrobat fighter, goblin circus man. Let's go.
Awesome. Okay.
The shit show today.
We're going to jump right in, full speed, no breaks. So, the adventure begins in the realm of Galarian, in the small seaside town of Otari. The town is known for its fresh fish and skilled sailors, but above all, it's a big logging town, providing valuable wood to the nearby metropolis of Absalom. Some of you call Otari and its neighboring region home. Some of you are simply passing by. But regardless of where you call home, you grew up hearing the fantastical stories of travelers and from faraway lands, tales of terrifying dragons and virtuous knights. Such adventure always seemed so distant, until today. Word has begun to spread around Otari that there's a problem down at the Otari Fishery. Some are saying that some sort of beast is lurking in the basement, feeding on the stores of salted fish. Folks are worried that whatever is eating the fish might get hungry enough to eat the fishers next. You're answering a desperate plea for help from Tamri Tandavale, the owner of the fishery. With the town guards busy protecting the loggers, she needs a few brave souls to venture down into the basement of her warehouse and put an end to the beast that's feasting on her fish. Do you have the courage to face the menace under Otari?
I don't know if we would call this group very courageous.
I don't know.
Fuck you.
I'm seeing some very brave faces in here.
That was a great
I
roll.
believe in you guys. I can take no credit for that. That was almost 100% straight from the book.
I wouldn't
And
have
I-
known.
Yeah, and DiCaprio didn't write The Revenant, but that boy still won an Oscar for it. All right?
Hell yeah! All right, I'm gassed up. I got the courage of 1,000 men right now. Let's go.
So it's free inspiration, correct?
I'm glad you mentioned that actually. So one of the fun things about
fuck.
Pathfinder is that every game you start with Pathfinder, rules as written, you begin with 1 hero point. Hero points act similar to inspiration from D&D, but what you'll be able to do is you can accumulate up to 3. You can spend 1 to either re-roll a roll, and you have to keep the roll you re-roll, or you can spend all that you have in your stock to immediately recover from dying condition. So, a little bit of a give and take with how you use your hero points. But everyone starts off with 1. You guys all have 1 to go.
And-
Locked and loaded.
Are those just divvied out based off when you seem fit?
Yep. Yeah. So,
Okay.
as the book kind of guides you, it's about 1 per hour. It's pretty generous. And then it'll kind of be just how it goes. But I will be kind of like, hey, good job. You cleared this room pretty quickly. Everyone take a hero point.
Okay.
I will see how that actually ends up playing out in the role of this box. But yeah, I would think that I'm going to be trying to be pretty generous just so you guys can get a feel for how those go and what that plays like.
Oh yeah.
Word.
But
Yeah.
any questions from anybody before we jump into the basement under the Otari Fishery?
I think so.
No.
I'm good. I'm ready. I'm excited.
All right. I love to hear it. All right, I am going to bring you over into the dungeon. Everyone, please start down here at the bottom.
The NPC's face is still on my screen.
Yeah.
Click. You can
I
click it
clicked
to
over
go
and
away.
it
Yep.
scared me.
So you're gonna be down here.
Oh,
Okay.
Heap Crumble has arrived.
Hell
Fuck, get him
yeah!
out of here.
All right. What a monster.
I have 22 health at level 1. I feel unkillable.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
This is cool.
everybody's here. The gang's all here. We're gonna jump right in. So, the stairs leading to the basement of the Otari Fishery creak with age as you make your way downstairs to find the beast that's been eating all the fish. In the center of the room, between stone pillars holding up the fishery overhead, are barrels filled with salted fish. Two of these barrels have been smashed open, spilling their contents onto the floor. In the east wall is a large hole opening into darkness. Just a few hours ago, you gathered with a few other adventurers in the office of Tamriel Tandabel's office, where she offered you 10 gold pieces each if you could put an end to this menace. She was thrilled when you agreed to help her with this simple task. But as you make your way down the stairs, you can't help but wonder if this might be a lot more adventure than you bargained for. So, first thing you do, come down the stairs. I'm going to have everyone go around in the order we introduce you and tell me what the first thing you like to do is. So one action each person and kind of how are you approaching this situation. You're in the basement. How are you doing this? Jaxon.
Who?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gerald.
Who's this Jackson?
Oh, you're right. Excuse me.
Okay,
I'm so
fellas.
sorry. Gerald McDuck. What does Gerald McDuck do in this fishery basement?
I think I'm gonna do a steal action and start pocketing some salted fish.
Okay. I
Just
mean,
whatever I can find in these barrels on this ground, and let everybody else kind of take it more seriously. I got kids to feed.
okay. You know, in the spirit of learning how to play the game, go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Okay, let me
All
see.
right,
That's a
that's-
skill.
That is I have
I was
totally
gonna say,
overlapped
is
my
that a skill?
systems. That is not a skill in Pathfinder. Let me take that back.
I made
Already off to a great
investigation
start.
in
I've
D&D, so I
played
would've
way
known
too
about
much
that.
D&D for my own good. Please give me a insight. Right? Insight is a thing? No, it is not a thing. Oh my god, I am embarrassing myself right now.
Is it just perception?
Let's do a thievery check, because you're not just perceiving, you're trying to pick through these and find something that's not, you don't want those small fish, you want the big fish, right? The big juicy ones.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for that
Yeah.
good stuff.
Let's give me
That's
a thievery
14
check, please.
14 on that?
14. Yeah, so you'll find a couple nice fat fish. There's some that haven't been chewed or that aren't half gnawed on. A few that have remained and haven't been stolen.
Mhm.
And
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
It's like I was just gonna. He kind of walks around, very not clumsily, but like oafishly,
Okay.
and just starts grabbing for whatever looks the best.
Okay.
And looks to the rest of the crew and is like, you guys can help yourself to this as well.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of like evidence.
All right,
No.
Brian.
Who?
Who?
Oh my god. Okay, I need to fix this.
0 for 2.
Hansel Dullwick. We're gonna get this eventually. Patience with me, please. Brian, Hansel Dullwick. How are we handling this?
Hansel would at some point sees Gerald is your character's name, right, Jackson?
Gerald.
Gerald.
He sees Gerald grabbing fish, and immediately he kind of puts his hand to the ground and starts looking to see if he finds any tracks, because a creature like destroyed these barrels, and their first immediate thought is this creature leaving tracks? So I want to look for tracks.
Okay. So I forgot this on Gerald's turn, but Pathfinder has exploration activities that you can do while in exploration mode, which is right now. You're in a dungeon, you're not fighting anything, we're exploring. Investigate is what I would say Gerald probably did. And I would say you are probably doing search. You're looking for more information. Actually, how about scout? Scout. Party members get a +1 circumstance bonus to initiative rolls. You are searching for information about the environment. You are scouting. So that will not have an immediate effect on how you interact with the room. But if combat breaks out, you will have a step up because you are aware of what is happening around you.
Okay. And is that my action or to do search, or is that just a?
Yeah. So how I'm going to do this is what I should have done when I did Gerald's turn. I'm going to have you guys each explain what you want to do, and then I'm going to pick off of the list of exploration activities what I think fits best, and you can let me know if you disagree or agree, of course, too. But I'm trying to fit you into what is the rules for exploration and kind of see how that plays out.
Awesome.
Okay. And next we have Nolak. There we go.
Yeah. So Gerald, did you look at the fish, or did you just start stealing them?
Well, obviously, some of the fish has been eaten, and we're gonna want the big fish to get the stuff that's been eaten. It's kind of like bait.
Oh, okay.
You've been fishing before. You're a strapping
I actually
lad.
haven't.
Oh my god.
Anywho, since they've already kind of looked at that and we're looking for tracks, I kind of want to go and look at the, I guess the stone, like the hole on the side.
Okay.
Does it look like something made its way from inside this room and dug the tunnel, or does it seem like something came from a tunnel and broke down the door and it came into the room?
Areas we don't check for that is very obvious that it was broken down from the other side.
Okay, so something dug its way in here. Okay. Then if Gerald's looking at the fish, we got looking for tracks. I'm just gonna kind of just like look at everybody and just be like, what the fuck?
What do we do now?
Are we doing here? We clearly need to go down this hole.
All right, so if you're just going to kind of hang out, you can just be searching, I guess, if you want to look around the room and just generally survey your environment.
Yeah, see if there's anything that I can pick up that Hansel hasn't.
So the search action has you seeking for hidden doors and hazards.
Okay.
There's nothing really in this room right now. It is just a basement where you're at right now. So you won't really see anything particular, but that's kind of where you're at right now. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Cool. And Heap Crumble.
Hello. I'm going to go over towards the giant hole.
Okay.
And don't worry, guys. I will lead us wherever we have to go. And I just kind of have my shield ready and just standing at the doorway. And I do have dark vision, so I should be able to see down said path.
Okay. I'm very glad you said you shield ready because defend is an action. Where before your first turn begins, you have your shield up and raised, and you immediately take the +2, I believe. Oh, it's +1 because you're a buckler. Yes. A +1 bonus to your AC.
I just kind of stand there. Whenever we're ready to go, we can go this way.
All right. Is everyone positioned on the board where they want to be?
Let me move. No.
Let me move where I want to be.
I'll be beside Heap.
Hello, Nolak.
Oh, hello, Heap. We don't really know each other. Please don't say my name right now.
I am sorry, sir.
Oh, God.
I don't like how that sounded.
The synergy in this group is amazing, by the way.
It's something.
All right. So, after you guys have done a little chance to explore the room, get in position, kind of check out your surroundings, a strange chittering comes from the hole in the wall.
Uh-oh.
Suddenly, a massive rat the size of a dog emerges.
It's bigger than me.
Oh!
It emerges from the darkness. And it isn't alone.
Oh, shit.
Giant rats rush towards you, the huge teeth snapping. And now, everyone, please roll me initiative.
Oh my god, we all just like
Oh?
posted up by this hole.
Don't worry, guys. I have a shield. Shit.
So,
Oh.
no one did anything
heavens.
special, so we're all taking perception for your initiative bonuses here.
So we're adding our perception to it?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a learning moment for us all. Is a natural one an immediate, like, horrible thing in Pathfinder, or is that a D&D thing?
So, natural ones definitely have their place in Pathfinder. As far as I recall, and I can double check this, there are no notable penalties to initiative being a nat 1 or a nat 20 for that matter.
Yes.
Keep you scared.
Indeed. Yeah, you would be.
What do you mean?
I didn't say that out loud, by the way. That was me, Jaxon. checking
Why are you
Monty.
like grilling him right now?
Yeah, you really fried him up for no reason.
Rats have rolled.
You think you need to add us to the initiative order?
Yep. Let's see. Add turn. Sorry, you already added yourself. Let's go
Wait a
ahead and
minute.
delete.
How did he do that?
I don't know how
I
he
didn't
did
do
that.
nothing. I didn't touch nothing. I have not touched
The
the thing.
I wanna
22
do
was the
something.
rats initiative? That's not
Correct.
good, guys. That's not good. Guys,
It's
No,
okay.
let them go first. They want to go first.
Heap Crumble.
I rolled a 9. Or I got a total 9, I should
Alright.
say.
Oh,
Somehow I
what?
got a
That
total of
didn't go
11
well.
because I have a +4.
Support characters should go at the end, anyways.
So I will go ahead and tell you guys this now. Delaying your turn is a free action you can take at the start of your turn. You remove yourself from the turn order, and at any time you choose, reinsert yourself into that turn order. So if you are ahead of someone, you can just delay your turn, step out of the turn order, and jump in whenever you're ready.
That is cool as fuck. Why don't we have that? Wizards!
You
Am
kind
I
of do. It
right?
just depends on the DM and how they
Yeah.
like to roll things.
Okay, I'm not sure how to remove the extra character I just added, so we're going ahead and
There
just
should just be a
Yeah.
trash
two
can.
Geralds. Two Geralds is there.
Everybody needs 2 Geralds.
We need 2 McDucks in this party.
If we have 3, then it's just like the show. Hubert, Dubert, and Lubert.
And Gerald.
That's crazy.
The name Lubert scares me.
Have you seen iCarly?
Oh, I have.
Yes, I have. I forgot.
Okay, alright, rats.
Rats. We are okay.
We
Everyone's
are
in the
the
turn
rats.
order.
Yes.
And I thank you for adding your initiatives for me. That is very helpful. So we have a 17 for Hansel. Heap has an 11. Gerald has an 11, and Nolak has a 9. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yup.
Seems to be.
Beautiful.
Motherfucker rolled a 1, tied me for initiative.
Listen, man. It's the end of Pride Month, and my Pride dice rolled bad. I don't know what to tell you.
So how I generally rule initiative ties, I'm not sure this is rules is written or not. Whoever has a higher modifier can go first. Otherwise, you guys can choose between yourself. I'm not
That's
too
fine. I have a
picky on that.
+4, so I'm perfectly fine with Gerald going before me.
Okay.
Yippee.
All right. Okay. So the giant rats are going to take their turns. So everyone
I have
has
my AC.
3. It's probably good information to have. Everyone has 3 actions in Pathfinder, including the enemies. So the rats are going to stride, and he's going to make a bite attack against the first person he sees, which is in fact Heap.
I'm just
Sorry,
a fish.
We have a
We'll
12 to a
miss.
hit.
Misses,
Okay.
AC 19.
Rat's not very smart. He just want to keep chomping at you. So he's going to try again. That
Knock it
penalty,
off. Stop it.
that -4 for agile attacks. And then he's going to just keep on chomping at you. And
Bro.
a 6.
You took 3 attacks with 2 actions?
Oh,
3 actions.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you
he
for
used
calling
1
me
action
out.
to move.
yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
Thank you for calling me out. I
I
got ahead of
remember.
myself there. We're going to go ahead and hide that one away. Gone. Didn't happen. One thing I do want to call out. Heap, you have an AC of 18.
19 with,
correct?
because I took
19 with the shield.
defend. So
Beautiful. So, there are no critical failures rules is written for strikes. But I do want to go ahead and indicate that with a 7 to attack, that would be considered a critical failure. So, critical failures, critical successes are not only on nat 1s and nat 20s respectively. Nothing happens this time because it's just a regular attack, but keep in mind that those plus 10, minus 10s from the DC does mean something. Alright, with that first rat going, the second rat's going to come up, and he's going to go. He saw how it went for his other friend. He's going to go for the guy next to him. Let's see how things go for. That is Nolak, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I see the picture and don't have the names aside. I should have tokens for them, or name badges for him. He's going to do his stride, which is the one action. He's going to make his 2 attacks against you as well. That is a 17 to hit.
Oh no.
That does hit, actually.
Okay. So that is 7 damage to you. Rat's gonna come in and just kind of get a big bite on your leg. Think of Princess Bride with the
Yes!
yeah, he's gonna chomp onto your leg and kind of hold on.
Ow!
And he's gonna try again.
Oh!
16.
Where were these rolls
Yeah,
that I needed then?
both hit.
At the hit as well.
Yes.
All right, that's four more damage. As he kind of just keeps his teeth on you and shakes his head a little bit, like a dog, just digs into you.
That's our healer. No.
I'm like trying to kick him around.
Would you not have
I
had
mean,
any
the
type
rat,
of
not
cover
heat.
or anything from being around the corner?
That is a good point. I think with the way that corner is, he probably would have had a hard time. I believe cover, and let me double check myself here. It should be a lesser cover. Let's say it's lesser cover because you haven't made an attempt to hide behind the corner, but there is a wall there. So a lesser cover is going to give you +1 to your AC. Does that affect any of those rolls?
Does beats it?
Yes, it is
Yeah, you
beats it,
didn't
beats
do
it,
a quick
unfortunately.
cover.
Okay, then I still take all the damage.
Okay. But thank you for calling that out. Yes.
That was a good
I
idea.
would say personally that being around a corner, there is the action to take cover, which would increase the kind of cover you have. Standard is +2 to your AC, greater is +4 to your AC. But you have to actually, I would say, make the conscious effort to take cover for that to apply. That might not be how the rules judge it. I'll have to double check that, but for now we're going to roll with that.
Word.
Okay, so the second rat made his move. These other 2 rats, they really don't know how to get to you. They're going to come up and just kind of, gnash their teeth and leave it at that. Now, we are through all the 4 rats. Some injuries taken. Hansel, what are you doing? Hansel.
Okay, so Hansel sees all these rats that are coming, and their first instinct, they look at a tattoo that's on their arm of a cupcake with red eyes and spider legs, and they kind of just rub at it, and you see it kind of just glow this dark, like purple with white outline, as they cast Tangled. What is it called again? It's called. Give me a second.
You got this.
Yeah, it's called Tangled Vine, but I want to flavor it as Tangled Web, as their hand shoots out and tries to wrap the rat that's in front of Heap Crumble to try to immobilize them. It's a vine appears out of thin air. Do I have to roll something for it?
Yeah, attempt a spell attack roll against the target. So go ahead and make a spell attack roll. So that will use your, I believe it's your class DC, or it would be what your spell casting is, which is be the same as your class DC. You are an intelligence caster, right?
Mm-hmm. Which this is my initiate spell, so this is a different save, different plus to the spell attack roll.
Okay. Oh yes. Good thing. Yeah, so you have a 14 +4 to your attack roll. So go ahead and roll.
Happy Pride, y'all. That's a natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay, awesome. So, looking at the stat block for Tangle Vine, on a critical success, which a nat 20 would do, target gains the immobilized condition and takes a -10 foot circumstance penalty to its speeds for 1 round. it can attempt to escape against your spell DC to remove the penalty and the immobilized condition.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, I shoot this web at the rat, and that's a 2-action thing or a 2-arrow thing. So then, can you do 2 cantrips in a row or no? How does that?
Not directly, no. The only issue is the amount of actions you have.
Okay.
But yes, you can.
Okay, so Tangled Vine was 2 as my last arrow, because wording is I want to say bonus action so bad.
I know.
I will cast the shield cantrip, which is 1. So as they shoot out this web, you see this like spectral cocoon of webbing kind of just circulate around Hansel as they just kind of sit there and wait to see how things go down. Their legs are shaking and wobbling. They're scared.
All right. So, yeah, you shoot at those webs, the tangling webs. Which one did you target, by the way?
The one that is. Oh yeah, I should have marked that.
The red one.
The one that's right in front of Heap. So.
Oh, you guys don't see the colors, do you? I have to have that
No, we do.
changed.
Red.
Oh, you do see the colors. Okay, perfect.
It is red.
Yeah, so the red one. Cool. Looking for a icon to indicate. Oh, let's do this one. He's also slowed. He's immobilized with the critical success, so now he cannot move. I do want to take this chance to remind you guys that there are not attacks of opportunity aren't standard in Pathfinder. Heap, you're a fighter. You have reactive strike, which is the same as attack of opportunity, but most enemies and most other people don't have that ability. So you are safely allowed to move away from these rats if it's a little bit, if you want to. There's no penalty to that. But Hansel, did you turn? Heap Crumble. What you got?
It should be Gerald before me.
Oh, correct. Okay.
Yes,
So,
I will
Gerald,
happily go first.
go ahead.
So for my first action, I would like to use the interact action and take one of those fish that I grabbed earlier and kind of toss it in the middle of just try to toss it out there.
Like out here?
Just kind of like in the middle of the rats and be like, here you go. Go fetch, little fellas.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to do something or not. We're going to see. But that's the first action, is the interact action, and do that. I don't know what other action it would be. I looked.
No, interact makes sense to me. So you just that would probably be I'm assuming just another interact to just toss it. Maybe a strike attack to throw with no target. But I'm gonna go ahead and say interact is fine, just for simplicity's sake.
And for my second action, I would like to use the hunt prey action to sort of mark the purple one as that is my prey, and it shall be treated as such. And for my final action, I would like to use a hunted shot, which is you take 2 quick shots against the one that you hunt, make 2 strikes against your prey, and apply the attack penalty, multiple attack penalty to each strike.
Yep. So first strike is no penalty. Second strike will be penalized.
Okay. Let's see here. First strike is a 10. I'm rolling horribly. Ugh. And
that is with modifiers, correct?
That is 10 with modifiers.
Okay. Yeah, that will not hit.
Yep. And then the second one is, come on, I need something so much better. A 15 with modifiers.
And that's -4 for your second attack?
Nope, then it'd be an 11.
Okay, yeah, that's also gonna miss. So
Okay.
you throw this fish out, and the rats kind of like glance at it, and you point at that one rat in the back and just fire off 2 quick arrows, but rats kind of get around and jump around, and they skip off the stone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, these little buggers are hard to hit.
Yeah, little tricky. Heap, what you got?
So
you are now up.
Yeah, Vicious Strike says make a melee strike. This counts as 2 attacks when calculating your multiple attack penalty. Does that mean I would take the -4 immediately, even though it's 1 attack?
So how I interpret that, and I had to double check this one as well. Whereas Gerald said that you apply it normally, how I interpret that is that you make both attacks with no penalty, but a subsequent attack, a third attack.
Yeah.
It's just 1 attack. Okay, I'm sorry.
So it costs 2 action to make 1 heavy attack.
Yeah. So you apply it, and how does that read again?
Make a melee strike. This counts as 2 attacks when calculating your multiple attack penalty. So I guess I'd have a -4 to this?
No. So what that means is this attack has no penalty.
Perfect. And
But your subsequent attack. But if you made a use your third action to attack, that would then count as a
third attack.
-10. Correct.
Okay.
Yep. So this single attack has no penalty to it.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use 2 of my actions to Vicious Strike. I'm going to kind of bounce off this little wall, just go into the air, and Goblin scream, "Ah!" and attack the one that was on Nolak's leg.
Okay.
What if we kill Heap down here?
That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
So I do twice as much damage.
Correct.
6 + 4, 10 damage.
Yeah, so you do this crazy off the wall jump, come it down, and what do you have? You have a spear?
Yes, just
you just come down right down from the top and just impale it right through. Dead. Rat is goners.
Ooh. I pet him a little bit. And then look at the one that tried to bite me 2 more times, the 2 times the first round, and just put my buckler in his face and do defend.
Okay, so you raise your shield?
Yeah, so I'm still at 19 AC.
Awesome. Okay.
Just mad dogging this rat because we're
I love it. Staring him down. Okay. So, Nolak, your turn.
I don't appreciate these rats running up towards us. So I'm gonna need the red one that is currently entangled, I believe.
Mobilized.
Yep. Yeah, so he's immobilized. He cannot move at all.
I need him to make a fortitude save.
Okay. I have that button there.
Jesus.
Unfortunately, a nat 20 on that.
Fuck! Okay.
It's not Nolak
That's fine.
Day.
So what were you trying to do there?
Okay, so I was trying to cast a Void Warp. The target takes 2d4 void damage with a basic fortitude save. On a critical failure, the target is also enfeebled 1 until the start of your next turn. But that definitely beats my DC, so I will look at him and I'll kind of hold my hand out, and you almost see this cause I'm trying to envision it. I like the idea of Void Warp, basically just trying to remove a chunk of them. Yeah. So I slice my hand at it, and you see a purple energy hand kind of appear near the rat and slash at it as well. But I guess the rat just is steroided up, and it just doesn't affect it because it's hooked up on fish.
He's full of this fish. It's really, really good fish, and he's ready to go. He saw that coming, ducked to the side, last minute.
Okay,
very close cell.
Okay, so that was 2 actions. I'm going to take my last one and just make an attack with my rapier.
Okay.
And since this is so would I be penalized for attack 3, or is it considered attack 1?
This is your first strike. Okay, this is your first attack roll. So gotcha. No penalty for this.
Okay, so it has a +5, and that's a natural 20 +5.
Critical hit. So critical hits on attack rolls. Do all your regular rolls, regular modifiers, and double the number.
Okay, so that's after the plus number.
Correct. This is everything. Regular attack roll, double it.
Damn!
Okay.
That's crazy.
So that's...
Oh my.
Hang on, I need to click on this real quick. Because it says... I'm going to scroll over the damage. It says 2 times 1d6 plus 1 plus 1d8. I think... Oh yeah, because the rapier has deadly.
Okay, this is another teaching moment I get to show off. The deadly trait means on a critical hit, and I will have to double check this to make sure I understand this correctly. Deadly D8, on a critical hit, the weapon adds a weapon damage die of the listed size. Roll this after doubling the weapon's damage. So,
Okay.
this is just pure overkill at this point. I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
Roll your regular number, add your
so I
modifier.
Okay,
Yep.
so I rolled a 2 plus 1 to 3, double to 6.
Yep. Then give
And
you
then
a D8.
D8 plus 1, so 7 total.
I've embarrassed myself now. I'm so sorry. That you stabbed this rat, and it is very, very hurt, and is very, very wounded. It's gushing blood out of its side, but
That's
it
fine.
just barely hangs on. It's looking at you, and it's mad. It's all PO'd.
Okay, that's fine.
I thought you were a healer.
I'm the only one that's hurt, so I'll fix myself
job
later
over here.
on.
All right. So,
I'm not
you guys got this. All right, that's all your actions. We're back around to the rats again. So this one you stabbed is not happy at all. He's looking at you, and he wants some revenge. So he's going to go ahead and take a chomp at you.
Heap Crumble.
You have a 19 to hit. These rats
That
are rolling very, very good. That is 5 damage.
Okay.
I think that hit me. I think this on me so bad.
That's fine.
Okay. He's going to give one more try to you. I think he's feeling. This is a 13 to hit.
Okay, that misses. Thank God.
And looking at what he has around him, and seeing that you're still alive after he bit you 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
He's kind of tapping out. He's like, I want more fish, not this shit. So he's going to try to stride away.
He's immobilized.
Thank you for reminding me that. You're right. He is. He's going to try to escape instead. Man, I'm not doing a great job tonight with all these
you're
these
fine.
things. Okay.
How dare you not remember? How
There is.
dare you not remember 30 conditions?
Right. Okay. So he's going to make the escape action. Use his last action to attempt to escape using
And
an unarmed.
I was gonna say, is that against my spell save?
Yep, unarmed attack modifier gets a DC of the effect, which is a 14 for that spell, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So I'm going to say unarmed is probably just his jaws. That's a 13 against your 14.
Yup.
Yeah. He makes his bites attacks against Nolak, and then he starts trying to chew at these webs holding to the ground, but just can't quite get through. He tears a few of them, and they just keep him held down. So he's stuck, can't move, and now he's kind of getting scared. This rat is dead, so his buddy's going to come up behind him and pull over his body, and he sees this goblin over here, and he's like, I want a piece of that thing. He's my size. I can look at my level. Standing on top of the corpse of his friend, dead on eye level with you, and he wants to bite at you.
Try me. Misses.
10 to hit? Nope. He's persistent. He's moved once. He's made an attack once. He's gonna make one more attack. That's a 12.
No.
Yeah, he gave his best shot. Not working out. So this last rat is going to move up and really can't get through the rest of his friends. So he's going to stand there and just kind of yap at you guys in whatever sounds rat make. I'm not quite sure.
19 AC is so broken right now.
You're also just going to be very lucky these rolls. I like that. Just I'm obliterating poor Nolak, and you haven't had anything happen.
I'll be so honest, y'all. I'm on 1 hit point.
I was like, you have to be low. You're taking like at least 16 points of damage. I have a lot of health.
1 hit.
All right.
You gotta heal yourself, dog.
I will.
The 3 rats have made their attempts. They've bitten. They've moved or tried to move. Hansel, what do you got?
Okay. So Hansel sees sees the spell that went off earlier by names already. Nolak?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sees that spell that was casted, and he just sheepishly says, "Oh, you know that one too."
I do indeed.
Give me a try. Let me do it. I think I have it. And you see, kind of like while his shield is already up from earlier, he kind of just like, and you see he just reaches out a hand and like sheepishly points out, extends a hand to cast Void Warp, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Are you like covering your eyes at the same time, looking away and like
kind of just
out?
just very sheepishly. And it is I need a fortitude save from you for the red rat.
Yep, the red rat is getting a fortitude save.
700, like it was last time. No.
Exactly.
It's a 15.
16 is the save, so
15, sorry.
15?
15, yep. 1-5.
Oh, so it still failed. 16 is my spell DC.
Okay, yeah, so that is a failure on Void Warp. A failure means it takes the regular damage. Oh, so run me a 2d4, please.
Okay. Good. 1, 2. Oh god, I dropped the other one.
I'll figure it out.
6 points of void damage.
6 points of void damage against the red rat. Yeah. So this rat's already been hit. It's wounded. It's stuck to the ground. He doesn't have much else going for him. You throw this out and it just obliterates him. He, rat goop all over the place. This rat is completely gone.
He kind of Hansel kind of looks over and like peeks through the eyes, just like, oh, I did it. Great. And they will run up to. They're gonna run up to Heap Crumble.
I'm Heap Crumble.
And then cast.
So you're right behind him, so there's no movement, but you would have to spend an action to move.
Yeah.
But you are behind him, so you don't have to spend an action to move right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then I will, because we want to use it because it's cool. I'll use my focus cantrip. I kind of put a hand on Heap, and you feel like you can see all the choices of what's going on around you as I cast Nudge Fate on Heap, and your vision is going crazy.
I'm already cross-eyed. No.
It's just like, this will. I promise this will help you.
Oh.
And for the next minute, when a target fails an attack roll, skill check, saving throw, you gain a +1 bonus to turn a critical failure into a failure into a success. You grant the target. The +1 retroactively, changing the outcome.
Yep. So this only applies. You only get the +1 bonus if the +1 would change a critical failure into a failure or a failure into success. So if you're like right on the edge there, this nudges you over.
That ends my turn. I just sit after I place that hand on them. I'm kind of just sitting there, just grabbing my staff, just like looking around, shaking, just like, oh god. And that ends my turn.
Right. I think we got it now. But Gerald.
All right. First thing, I'm going to go for another hunted shot on the purple rat, and hopefully I roll above a 4 or some shit. You shouldn't, man. All right. First roll is an 18 plus 7.
Oh, yeah. So
25.
That's a critical hit.
Okay.
Don't need a 20 to get a critical hit. You got plus 10 or above. That's a crit. So go ahead and give me that double damage.
Okay. So that is the D8 plus, oh gosh, along with Hunter's Edge. So that's 2d8 piercing. And is the Hunter's Edge also doubled? Because Hunter's Edge is it is what a ranger comes with, I think. Let's see. You are, because this is the first time I've landed a shot. Oh god, I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't think I would hit. You have trained to become skilled as a hunter. Try to gain an extra benefit when you hunt prey, depending on the focus. My Hunter's Edge focus is precision, which means that the first hit on a hunted prey is an extra D8 of damage.
Yep.
So, is the precision damage also doubled, or just the regular one?
Yes, it is. So that goes the same for rogues with sneak attacks, who also do precision damage. All damage dice, all damage modifiers, add them up, then double them. there's your damage.
Okay, 30.
Jesus.
Level 1, baby. Level 1.
Do I need another shot?
So not only do you shoot this rat dead on, like right, I don't even know how you want to describe this, but like right, I'm gonna assume right through the skull.
Yeah, it's just like a right through the eyes on the first one. It's like, oh, that was much better.
Okay, yeah. So you were sighting your shots in. Those first 2 shots were practice shots. This one, dead on, right through the eye. This rat is like pinned to the ground. He's done. He is over. There wasn't even a chance for him to survive that. And then there was one.
Yeah. And for my second action, I would like to use a stride to move a little closer to Heap. And for my final action, I would like to prepare to aid Mr. Crumble on his next attack, since I have the cooperative nature. So any aid I do, I think it's a +4. You gain +4 circumstance bonus to checks on aid. So the next, when I roll to aid him in his next action, I will get a +4 to that roll.
Correct.
You're really upset with what I'm about to do then, Jaxon.
Well, it's like, no, I come up behind and I say, since we're on the same initiative anyways, like, is there anything I can help you with, Mr. Crumble?
He's kind of just going like feral right now. Just had his shield, just looks over to the last one. Oh, I got an idea.
Of course.
All right. So with aid, you are generally going to roll the same DC that ally is going to have to roll. Typical DC is 15, but you adjust it based on circumstances. I think for this, I'm going to say roll the same as an attack roll. How are you aiding him? What are you doing to aid him?
I'm going to throw him. Like, just like sort of like toss him in, potentially. Okay. He's an acrobat.
Maybe a little foot push, kind of just like, go get him.
Or like a, what is it? When like you jump off of somebody's hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So you spent your action to prepare, so you will not have to use a reaction to then trigger aid, rolling the dice, and then on a success adding a +1 or a +2 on a critical success to Heap's attack roll, assuming he makes an attack.
It's not going to be an attack, sorry.
Oh,
hey, with a shot
mine
though.
lasts for a minute. It's all good.
I want to do something funny before I kill this thing.
Okay. So one last rat remaining. Gerald is behind you and ready to help you if you decide to attack. Heap, how are you handling this?
First, I'm going to demoralize it. Just scream at it.
So are you using demoralize, or are you trying to...
I don't know any other intimidation-related things besides demoralize.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You do not, okay. Yeah, so there is a -4 penalty because it does not speak your language.
I'm just screaming at it.
Okay.
I completely understand.
Universal language.
I
would argue
understand.
that's universal language.
It's like, what's happening here? I don't know.
So with a -4, that's a 2.
Yeah,
you're gonna add the 1?
Can I aid on this?
Yeah, no, it's not an attack roll. You specifically declared attacks, so that's how aid kind of like.
Okay,
yeah.
So you declare what? Okay.
Yep.
I'm smelling
that
what
went
you're
so
in.
well. It's everything I ever wanted.
Yeah. So this rat's more confused than anything. You do succeed in confusing it. It kind of gives you like a head tilt, like a dog. You know, it's like, what did I just hear? What was that?
Yeah, I'm just covered in blood from the one that just got void warped or some shit. I'm just a guy with a spear. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then I'm gonna go for a vicious strike.
Okay. Okay, bring it on.
I'll use my gay dice. That's a 17 plus 9.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah, that is a critical hit. So, get what you to do with your two dice rolls.
Yeah.
How much was that?
18 points of damage.
Times 2 because you critical hit.
No, because it's 9 times 2.
Okay, so okay.
3, 2, 5 plus 4, 9 times 2, 18.
Okay. I was expecting bigger numbers, but that's understandable.
Okay, calm down. It's a spear.
Listen, man.
It is a somewhat sharp rock on a stick. I don't know what you want from me, Tyler.
Do 30 damage. I don't know, man. This goblin acrobat to be doing a little bit more than this, man.
I just like yell in his face, see him go cock. I just go.
Okay, yeah. He turns his head, just right through them. Like rat skewer. Done.
I
Rat
have lunch.
is totally done. And
I'm just gonna start eating it.
Okay, yeah. No
Show
judgment
dominance.
here. Chomps down on the rat. And enjoy. And that is all 3 rats completely dead. Great job, guys. Awesome. Any questions coming off of that before we go into how to take care of your very wounded friend?
Yeah, I'm just like bleeding out up against the wall. I'm just like on the ground, just like, go on without me. It's not worth it.
You've healed
These
me plenty
rats.
of times. I'll heal you now.
I don't think I've helped you.
I have a first aid kit. Would you like me to apply it to you?
So,
Yes.
Hansel kind of just is still looking at all the rats, turns around. Guys, is Nolak okay? And you see that he's like just bleeding out, just like it's just sitting there, just like, oh god, just and it's just kind of just like moving away, and it's just like, if you need me, I'll be over here. I'll be over here.
Yep, there's a bunch of buckets over there if you need to go throw up.
Okay, I have a Gerald, you said you have a healer's kit?
Yes, allow me to administer first aid on you for 2
Are you-
actions.
So,
Okay.
you would want to do treat wounds, administer first aid.
Is
This would be
considered downtime?
different. Yep. So we're out of combat. We are back into exploration mode. So time is a bit more wibbly-wobbly here. You can kind of do what you want. Most out of combat actions are around 10 minutes. So regaining focus spells, treating wounds are about 10 minutes. So because you have a healer's kit and you are trained in medicine, you can indeed go ahead and make a treat wounds check on your poor bleeding friend, Nolak.
It's like skinning an animal, but backwards.
Oh my
Very 20.
god!
What's that?
Good enough.
What was the number?
30-20.
30-20. Okay. Not enough to get a critical success, but that is a success. Go ahead and roll me a 2d8 to heal your friend.
God, I rolled an 8 and a 7 last time. I know I used it all. You're about to get 2 HP. Okay, 5. 2, 7 HP.
All right.
Thank you.
So this took 10 minutes to do. You are now... make sure I have this correct before I say it. The target is then temporarily immune to treat wounds. To treat wounds, you action for 1 hour. So, for the next 50 minutes, no one else can do treat wounds on you. You've been stitched up enough that you really can't take more surgery and poking and prodding.
Okay.
But a little bit stabilized. You guys can spend the next hour kind of hanging out, inspecting this room and checking things out. You can go back upstairs and just take a breather in the fishery, or you can press forward.
You know, so here's the thing. I guess so. If we were to take, go back up top and like wait an hour, treat wounds could be used on me again.
Yep.
Okay, but I'll also say like I have 4 uses to heal. I can do one of those if we just want to keep going, because I am still technically under half health.
That is up to you. That is,
But-
you 100% you can use your healing spell.
If we just want to, because I don't want to take too much time.
Yeah.
Yes, you're immune to getting healed, but you're not immune to getting hurt.
Oh my
I
god!
jostle you a little.
Oh, thank you, Gerald. I think. Oh, go ahead. What is it, Heap?
I'm just kind of wondering if these rats are just abnormally big. Can I do an occultism check on the rats?
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
Hiya!
So-
Hey, these rodents are of unusual size.
Yeah, usually
No.
when I eat rats, they're like popcorn sized, but these ones are concerning to me with a 18 occultism.
Yep, so I'm going to go ahead and use the investigate action, which is use recall knowledge to discover clues. Yeah, no, you're fairly confident with your knowledge of the occult and rats in general. These are, while abnormally large rats, more than normal. They are not magically enhanced though. They probably just fat from copious amounts of fish and
I'm not gonna have diarrhea later. Anyone wanna bite?
Oh, melon-sized.
I guess I'll take some. I'll try it.
There's genuine food back there. You don't have to do that.
There's fish.
There's actual actual food.
That doesn't mean you don't have to cook it though.
No.
So
don't.
Given that Heap has essentially butchered this rat, I want to make a check to see as he's kind of tearing open this rat. Do we see fish? It's eating fish?
I'm obviously not even make a check for that. It's very clear. There's definitely little fish bones, little fish scales and skin in there, but there's definitely not enough fish bits in here to account for how many barrels have been smashed, how many fish are missing. Either there's a lot more rats or there's something else going on down here.
I'll kind of stand up with the bandages around my ankle and thigh, and just say, I don't think the rats can knock down the swallow and break open the barrels. I feel like we might not have found our culprits.
Well, two of you at least showed that you have some kind of voodoo things going on. Did the wall come down with voodoo, or was it smashed on through?
Assuming from my check earlier, it looks like it was smashed.
Oh, okay.
What if it just did that?
Yeah, sometimes atoms, there's a gap and things can kind of phase through. Maybe
yes.
Y'all haven't heard.
Oh, the poet who ruins everything. I know of that.
And I'll just do I'll use one of my heals.
Okay.
And I'll do the 2 action, so I at least get 8 hit points. And then roll for the rest.
And
assuming I read that correctly.
I want to double check that just to make sure. Yeah, so increase the hit point restore by 8, so you get 8 on top of whatever you roll. And you are rolling a 1d8 as a level 1 cleric.
Word, and that's a 7, so 15. I'm back to full, baby.
Blessed be. All right.
I'll say this, you kind of see I placed my hand on the leg that was just getting absolutely gnawed on. And you see these quick flames wherever there's blood or wound or whatnot. You see flames kind of erupt there, and the blood is gone and the leg looks healed. The bandages also kind of burn up.
Awesome. Full health and back to normal, I would hope. As normal as you can be
back
for
to full health. Yes.
As normal as you guys could be for this motley troop you have. You're free to do what you want now.
I'm gonna do one more thing.
I'm very normal.
Walk over to Hansel. Are you okay with blood, or do you just need to stay back a little bit farther?
Yeah, what was that about?
I'm very new to this adventuring thing. I'm very, very new to this adventuring thing. I'm new with magic and everything. This is a little overwhelming for me, but I'll be fine. I really will be fine. I just need to, just give me a second. I just need to get used to it.
Because I would recommend not being too close to the splash zone. And I completely believe in you as I rub a bloody hand on your shoulder.
They just sit there, just you see, they're trying to not have a panic attack as you, smear blood on them. They're just
give me a second. I think this might help us. And he kind of kneels down, and you see he kind of holds the side of his arm, and you see that tattoo with a angry cupcake with spider legs. And he just whispers under his breath, Deli the delicious spider, please help me. And you hear almost like a comical like kazoo, like from a birthday party, and like a party popper. As from in front of Hansel, you see a cupcake with spider legs and red eyes, and he kind of just sits there. Hi, Deli. I need you for this as we're moving forward. I might need your eyes, so if you don't mind, as we're moving forward, can I see through you as you climb around? It'd be really, really important to me. And I kind of just look at him to see if any sign of approval or anything. I feel like, because they don't talk, it's more like emotions.
Yeah, so it's emphatic communication, so it's emotional. So you just feel kind of like acceptance feeling, like, yeah, okay, this is cool.
Great. And as we move forward, I kind of want to just have a second pair of eyes as we're moving forward.
So you're using your shared senses ability?
Yeah, as we move forward.
Yep.
I kind of just want to... I don't know if it's scouting with Deli or whatever this action would be.
So you will have to spend the time as yourself to either spend up to 1 minute to basically transmit your senses into this cupcake, into your familiar. Yeah, so I would say there's not going to be really any kind of checks, I don't think, to have your familiar scout ahead. I think it's fairly easy for you to say that, like, yeah, he's just on the walls, climbing around, not really drawing much attention, as as much attention as a walking cupcake would draw. We're going to say for now that's a typical experience these dungeons. But yeah, so when you do want to look ahead and see what he's seeing, you will have to stop and like dismiss your senses into your familiar.
Okay.
Yep. So, but yeah, that's 100%. Yeah. As long as it's within a mile, which is not a problem for this dungeon, that is totally fine.
Okay.
And how is everyone feeling about seeing in the dark?
I have low, I guess low vision. Is that what it's called?
Low light vision. Yep.
Low light vision.
So, as from what I recall from D&D's version of dark vision, low light vision is kind of the same as dark vision from D&D, where you can see in dim light as though it were bright light, and you can ignore the concealed condition due to dim light.
Okay.
So you can't see in pure darkness, so you guys are going to need some kind of light source if that's the case, because you look down this tunnel and it is pitch black. There's nothing coming through this tunnel.
I'll take a moment and I can just light a torch.
Okay.
If you want to light a torch, I can cast a spell. Whatever you want to do.
I just kind of want to, stay back.
Would the indomitable human spirit not light our way?
Correct, Gerald. I will light a torch and I'll let you Heap. You'll take the lead, I presume.
Yes, I could see in pitch black. No problemo. That's why I can get to where I need to be. I know where my X's are for the circus.
Okay. Yep. I will light a torch and I'm gonna kind of take up the rear. I think everyone's okay with that, and yeah.
Question, GM, does that one torch light up the room enough for all of us, or would I have to cast a light cantrip as well?
I would say it's probably enough for all of you guys. It's probably about the same. It's a 20-foot radius.
20,
Yep.
Okay, word.
Yep. So 20-foot radius, I think it's going to be enough for what you guys are trying to do here. Okay, so you guys are advancing down the tunnel?
Into the darkness I go.
Okay. So, squeezing through the hole, you find yourself in a cavern that seems to stretch endlessly beneath the streets of Otari. Who knows what menace could be lurking down here? Up ahead, the passageway ends in a cliff that plunges sharply into the darkness. Okay, so
cliff.
Good news.
As you can see with your torch, there is a drop you would estimate about 10 feet down. It's just this cliff, kind of scraggly and craggly. You could probably climb down, but there's also around you stalactites and stalagmites. I forget which one is which, so I want to say both of them are there.
Stalagmite hit the ceiling.
Awesome. Stalagmites, stalactites, and rock fixture. This is definitely just a rocky, natural tunnel that you've kind of fallen yourself into.
If you all want, I can throw a rope on down there and just hold it for you if you want to go down.
Or we could tie one to one of the stalagmites.
But that's not as fun.
Well, how good are you at circusing?
Yeah.
I'm a great circuser.
No, I don't.
Oh my god!
I stab him in the back.
Yes,
Try me, my AC's 18.
I stab him through the heart to see if he sinks the landing. No, I do not.
We can, if you want to throw a rope down there, I'm not going to be opposed.
I reach into my clown jacket and just pull out the stupidly long clown string and just throw it down the cliff and just kind of hold on to one of the stalagmites. Okay, after you.
I feel like we're gonna rip you in half.
No.
Oh my god.
I do just want to throw out there too. As an unbreakable goblin, you do take half damage from falling too.
I know.
Just
I have a plan on getting down.
Humor,
I know how I'm getting down. Don't you worry.
Okay, add to the humor of they want to push you. I'm like, okay, that would be even better.
I have no fear.
No fear at all. I love it.
Can I send Deli down there and look through his senses to see if I can see if there's anything down there with us? Like, what's going to be down there when we get down there?
Yeah. So, as he unfurls this ridiculously, obnoxiously colored rope that's way too long for what it should be, you can send your familiar scuttling down this wall with his climbing ability. He can easily just walk down this, no issue. How far into the tunnel are you trying to go?
I want to get to. Well, I don't know if there's a floor in there. I feel like there's a floor. I'm gonna.
You can see it with the torch from up here. It's about 10 feet down. It's not very far at all.
Okay, so I will just send Deli to the bottom just to see what's down the corridor, hallway, cave, whatever, just to see if anything upcoming is on the way, and then emotionally, I guess, how do you say something emotional?
Scared.
I mean, if it's also be dangerous, you would feel the fear, feel like any kind of like, this is not good, but you don't feel anything like that. He kind of comes down to the floor and looks around. Nothing really disconcerting. You could cast your eyes into his and see what he's seen as well.
That's what I want to do, yeah.
Okay, yep. So using your familiar ability, you can look through his eyes, and all you see down here is just more stone, corridor continuing into the distance, and you start to see from the floor some hints of spider webs covering the passage in front of you.
Okay, I kind of, you see that Hansel's eyes kind of glaze over like a pale white. That other than they're like, I think my character's eyes are gold, whatever. But you see their eyes pale over, and they're kind of just holding on to a tight or a mite, and just saying, at the bottom of the corridor of this cliff. They do abbreviate cliff or whatever. There is a lot more spider webs and things that are down here. So let's just eyes on a swivel, as my witch says. Eyes on swivel, everyone.
Yes, sir. And I let go of the rope.
Oh God!
And then can I be on the rope when he lets go?
You know what? Sure.
I don't dive and try and go for it as well, just to make it extra dramatic.
I would like to I would like to arrest a fall as I am let go, and I want to make an acrobatics check.
send it. This is not at all how I put this to go. I love it.
Reflex. Wait, my reflex is better. I'll do reflex.
Yep.
All right. That is 5 plus 9, 14. Failed by 1. Take full fall damage.
Oh
Yeah. No. So you as you're climbing down, about halfway down, you hear this conversation above, and just suddenly the air kind of comes out from under you. You scramble for hold, but no dice. You smack the ground, and that will be
Tasty.
Delicious.
2 damage from that fall.
God, he's almost
Guys,
dead.
I gotta make a new character.
Starting over, back to ground one.
All right.
Yeah.
Are they
So-
both at the bottom now? I guess.
Has Heap committed to the dive, or he kind of like dived to the
I
edge
tried
and
to
stopped?
dive just for the rope mainly.
Okay.
I didn't care about him as much as I care about the rope.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of dive. You could probably go ahead and I would say if you were quick enough with the salute and then grabbing, I would say you probably get the rope, but not fast enough to save your friend from falling off of said rope. So
Sorry.
you hear a bit of a thud as your friend Gerald is kind of laying on the floor, a little worse for wear. You do have your rope still, though.
Wants to go next.
It is okay.
I'm gonna climb down
I can catch you.
Are you climbing down the cliff or climbing down the rope?
the cliff. I don't know. And then
I'm
if
so
I do,
strong.
Gerald, if you see me fall, can you catch me?
Of course I can.
Okay, thank you.
I used to catch drop bears in the forest.
Thank you for reverse skinning me earlier. I appreciate that.
Oh God! Can we
Of course.
stop saying reverse? Terrifying.
What I need to do to climb down?
Yep. So go ahead, give me an athletics check.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, it's athletics. Oh my God.
21.
And you do something for me.
Yeah. So because
We
you're
don't like
not
that
using
guy.
any kind of rope, you're using your free climbing this.
Demon claws.
So I'll tell you right now, the book does have this be like a bit more drawn out. I'm gonna say with the success, get to the floor, a little bit of trouble, but you make it down just fine. This wants you to like go only 5 feet on a success. We're gonna skip past that a little bit.
Oh, okay.
10-foot cliff.
Success.
It's fine.
Yeah, success. You're on the floor. I would
Okay.
even say that if you have the rope, you don't need to roll at all.
Word.
Because you guys done enough skill checks, right? At this point, I think you know how they work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'm just gonna
just
use the rope.
Yeah. As long as you can trust Heap to not let go, I think
His one eye is
acrobatic.
locked in with you as you're going down. The other one's just
You're
drifting.
acrobatic.
You see into Hansel's eyes, and it looks like a puppy that's like, "Please don't let me fall."
I got you.
All right.
As they
So, in various conditions, we have Hansel, Nolak, and Gerald all on the floor. Heap, how you handling this?
I see mushrooms. I'm going to swan dive into the mushrooms.
Oh my fucking
if
god.
I do Tangled Vine, will that cushion him somehow?
No, let him do it. He'll be fine.
I don't know if that would work like that. I think you're
Okay,
going
that's fine.
to see him hit the floor and then get strapped to the floor is what's going to happen there. So
Yeah, no, let him
you can try
do it.
that, but not going to help his fall here.
Okay.
Yes, that's going to be from the top rope. You're going to
Supposed to
have
something for this. What is it? That's some ability that makes it so it's even easier to not take damage.
I don't know if you have an additional one, but your heritage is the one that reduces your fall damage.
Yeah.
Is it steady balance?
Yeah, there's a steady balance as well.
That's just to grab an edge. I don't know if that affects your actual.
19 plus if it's acrobatics 7, so 26.
Okay, I didn't have to arrest the fall. I was like looking for what's it called. I was like, oh my god.
All right, so you just see above you guys. You all see this little goblin just go for this beautiful swan dive, grab onto the lip of a mushroom, and just hold on very, very elegantly. You can tell he's done this many, many times before.
Just perfect
Very,
T
very
pose in
elegant.
the air as I'm going.
Okay, yeah.
pull like a splinter out of me from something that's probably down in the rocks. All right.
I'm sure there's some thorns or whatnot.
Onwards and upwards.
All 4 of you are on the ground, and go ahead and advance into the next area. Oh. The tunnel continues deeper underground, eventually opening into a large chamber that you see before you. Patches of glowing blue fungus cling to the ceiling and provide dim light. You can just barely make out vast strands of webbing across the floor and the walls of the cavern, stretching between stalactites like shimmering curtains.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Wow, this is really pretty.
Please be careful.
Yes, if you get stuck, they will suck the blood out of you, and you will die.
Gerald, are you okay?
Well, of course.
All right.
Okay.
So, in front of you guys, you see these webs kind of crossing across both the ceiling and the floor. You can just plow through these webs. They'll slow you down a little bit. You can just plow through them. Or if you're trying to be a little stealthier here, you can try to negotiate your way through these.
Well, I was going to say, I do have a torch currently. Could I just try to burn the webs away? Otherwise, I can't see down
I was
here.
going to ask them about better interest rates. The negotiation route.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
That was a great fucking joke. Goddamn, all 4 of you.
I love it. As Eyan, I loved it. As Nolak, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh boy. No, but I did love it. And it is appreciated. You are seen and you are heard.
The way Gerald got shot down.
Yeah. Can I actually do you mind taking this torch and clearing the webs? Thank you.
Take the torch, kind of just put the spear in my diaper, and then start walking forward.
Oh.
He is in a thong.
Don't say that.
He's walking around in a thong, basically. He has his
Does
tidy
he have
whities.
shitty pants?
No.
He has tidy whities and a clown shirt on. He is
okay.
Peak performance right now. Kind of walking forward. Can I look around to see if there's any, these are spider webs. Are there anything wrapped up within the spider webs before we start burning them down?
Yes, I have good perception. I would also like to do this search as well.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Enter
so
dangerously into the room.
Already kind of pinged it. Go ahead and give me. Let's go ahead and do a search. You can do search or scout. Search will be looking for things hidden in the environment. Scout will give you a bonus if the combat breaks out to your initiative.
Everyone or just them?
Those two. It's whoever wants to. Those 2 said they wanted to do some kind of looking around, so I'll let those 2 do that, and then I'll come to both Hansel and Nolak next.
What do I roll?
So that would probably be, and I am not 100% confident. Okay, so rereading how search works, you don't really have to roll anything to really just look into the environment. You are looking around, and anything that would be hidden or anything like that, you spend enough time searching that it would pop out to you eventually. There's not much of a check to go. But if you want to give me a perception check, you can go ahead and do that. I did hear you roll. So
yes, it was a 14.
Okay. So with a 14, you do see some other rat bodies. There's a few little other bugs and insects kind of caught up in these webs. Looking relatively fresh. You both Heap and Gerald would notice these are relatively fresh bodies that have been killed recently.
Does it smell like fish?
It's a little fishy, but it's more just general death than anything distinctly fishy.
Heap, try not to burn the ones that are wrapped up. You may be able to eat them.
I didn't really want to burn any of the ecosystem anyway, so.
Your voice, it is.
It's changed to an NPC. Thing. Oh,
my allergies are kicking up.
It's stuffy down here. Schly.
Okay.
Hope you get that reference.
I was gonna reference the museum.
Nolak, Hansel.
As Hansel sees them searching around, Hansel's kind of just entranced by like seeing the webbing in this room. It oddly makes him feel at home, but also scared at the same time. Just thinking about being home with their witch. But at the same time, like it kind of all sets in. It's like, oh, we're not at home, and they cast detect magic in this area. You see from them, starting from like feet and just sprawling out. You see these, oddly enough, you see these tiny little like pink and purple spiders just sprawl out everywhere, trying to search and detect the magic.
Don't mind them. I'm doing something. We're just gonna figure out something real quick. Just everyone, stay calm.
Okay, so detect magic works in a 30-foot emanation, and besides your magical companions, there's nothing really noteworthy that is magical in the area.
Okay. I'm just using stuff. I just feel good about using stuff, y'all.
I'm glad.
I guess. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was gonna say. I guess after I do that, I'm kind of just. Is there a way to like ready just in case something comes out?
So you can go ahead and I would say because you detect magic, that's gonna be your thing this turn, just to keep it kind of everyone's doing one thing before we go into the next steps. So let's go ahead and see what Nolak wants to do first.
Well, there's not really anywhere to hide.
I would say there's probably plenty of stalactites and stalagmites. I guess stalagmites is what you would hide behind. There's stalagmites and places where you could go ahead and try to hunker down if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'd like to try to take the take cover action.
Okay.
You press up against the wall or upon an obstacle, take better advantage of cover. If you would have standard cover, you would instead gain greater cover, which provides a +4 circumstance bonus to AC.
Yeah, so how we're going to do that, take cover is something you would be doing in an encounter. For now, we're going to be using Avoid Notice. So if a fight breaks out, you have the choice to roll Stealth instead of Perception for your initiative, which also gives you the chance to potentially hide if you beat the enemy's Perception DC.
The stealth chat. Okay. Cool. I'll take that.
Okay. Yep. So you're just kind of hunkering down behind a stalagmite and waiting to see what the other three do. Okay. Let's go back to the top, and I think I want to try to stick to the actual order this time. So Gerald, you guys have had this kind of discussion. You've looked around. There's clearly something that's been here, and the webs are in front of you. What do you want to do next?
Would you like to try to bait the creature out? Or if you want, we can scout ahead and hunt it down.
I could definitely do some tightrope training.
I would like to see that. Do it.
Bet. I try to find one of the strands that are nearby me and kind of going up at an angle and try to tightrope on it and kind of walk even farther into the room.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go around real quick before we go into that. So you'll be going for tightrope walking. Gerald, do you have anything else you want to do this turn? Or just watching this?
I think I'll watch. I don't know if I can ready an action. I'll pull my bow out. I'll just have it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hansel, anything you want to do?
I am terrified, so instead I will cast a cantrip on myself. Ooh, surprise. And I will cast ward. It says for foreboding wind or ward. Is that for only allies, or does it count for yourself as well.
So to use Forbidding Ward, you'd have to have an hostile target and an ally, because you're targeting one ally and one enemy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So instead, I will. You know what? Instead, I will go to. No, I'm following. I'm scared, but webs are kind of my environment ish. So I'm gonna tightrope with him. You know what?
Okay.
I'm not afraid of a web. They're kind of just shakily, just like going up there. But
all right,
their acrobatics isn't bad. So
okay. Nolak, anything else you want to do? You just would keep hunkered down and waiting for things to go sideways.
Well, yeah, I'm waiting for things to go south.
Okay.
Giant spider webs, hell no.
Okay. So, Heap, you take your first couple steps onto this spider web, and Hansel, you follow not too far behind. And as you guys touch the spider web, you feel a kind of like shaking along the web, like it starts vibrating a little bit, and you hear some skittering a little farther ahead of you. And from the distance, from behind the webs, a friend comes out to say hi.
A fellow goblin. Shit.
Oh, would I have felt that they were with my familiar? Would I have felt them showing up before, or?
So was your familiar scouting ahead, or I would say? Oh, okay. I would say next time, if you want to have them be scouting ahead, kind of give me a heads up.
Okay.
Just so I know where it's going to be positioned at.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'm going to assume it's just with you, unless you tell me it's scouting ahead.
Okay.
So I did not clarify that. That's on my end. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
But you would have known that it was around, because it would have felt uneasy, but it wouldn't have exactly seen it. It was kind of hiding until it felt you approach its webs.
Okay.
Yep. But we are back into the initiative because we are in combat. Looking a little more favorable for the party this time. Hansel, you.
So far down.
What's up?
I'm so far down.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. You're too busy focusing on this tightrope walk. You didn't even see this spider just climbing out of the webs. So I want to go ahead and preface this. These spider webs are difficult terrain. Moving into a square of difficult terrain costs an extra 5 feet of movement, and you cannot use the step action in difficult terrain. The step action allows you to make a single 5-foot movement without trigger reactions. Won't be very applicable here, but just for your awareness. With that said, let's go ahead. Hansel, what are you going to do?
Yeah, no, I see this thing look hostile and violent, and I don't like that. So I'm going to immediately, what's the range on this? Give me a second.
Yeah. So.
Hiya. Oh no, it's more than, okay, that's a 40. Okay, so it's to move, it takes but I'm in webbing, so it would take double my movement.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, so I have how much? 30. So yeah, I'll move. God. Okay. Wait. 5. Well, I guess 10, 20.
You're gonna go about 3 squares.
Okay.
Yeah.
30. Okay. Then from there, yeah, I don't want this thing to move, so hopefully I can make this thing stay. So I kind of quickly tightrope across, and I will tangled web this thing and just and I shoot my own webs at the spider to try to make sure to keep it in the same place.
Yep. So go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Hiya.
Spell attack roll.
Yeah. That is a 19. 15 plus 4.
Okay. Yeah, so not enough to critically tangle it up, but You do give it a negative 10 foot circumstance penalty to its speeds for 1 round.
Cool, because that's movement is 1 action, entangled vine, web. It's 2 actions.
Yep, so you're...
I'm good.
Yep. All right,
Good.
back into the turn order. Gerald, you're up.
Yes, indeed. I would like to use a stride to get myself a little bit closer into the action.
Okay.
And then I would like to hunt the prey and mark the creature, the devilish ghoul. It is a spider. As my prey, and then I would like to use the hunted shot, which is the 2 shots at the prey. The second one has a -4 because of the multiple attack penalty, and the first one that hits gets a plus 1d8. So, let's see. The first shot is a straight radical 9, and then the second one is a 16 plus 7, and that is 23 minus 4, 19.
19? Okay, so the first shot flies a little loose, but you're just getting zeroed in. That second shot hits it right on.
Okay, and that's going to be 2 d8s of damage. That's going to be 6 plus 7.
Okay, yeah.
Which is a number.
That's 13. I can do math.
I've heard of that.
All right, yeah. So you let loose this shot. The first shot kind of goes a little wide, but you're figuring it out. Second shot, you hit right dead on. It screeches and whatever kind of sound spiders make, a little ee. That's my best bet for a spider.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
It is not happy. It is definitely, bleeding whatever green goop comes out of a spider, but it is still alive. That is your 3 actions, correct?
Yes. I would just like to say to Hansel, I'm like, Hansel, are you okay with this, morally? Isn't spiders, your whole deal?
Spiders are kind of my thing, but, also at the same time, I'm not pledged to this one, so let's just say, let's kill it as fast as possible, so we can keep moving. I don't like this spider. I'm not friends with this spider. I'm not friends with my spider either, so anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah, Nolak, go ahead.
I'm going to stride.
Yep. Did you want to try, did you roll your stealth for initiative, or did you roll perception?
I rolled stealth. I didn't know if I got to choose which one, because I felt like I had
so you get to choose. You can always choose perception, and anything else is an opt-in. You can opt in to do stealth if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it as stealth. I did stealth.
So you did roll a 16 in stealth, right?
I rolled a 14 plus 2 stealth.
Yep. So how that works is every creature has a DC for all their checks. So the spider has a DC for its perception.
Okay. That'd be
which is going to be less than what you rolled. So the spider doesn't know you're there. The spider thinks there's 3 people in this room right now.
Okay. I don't think I can hit him from where I am, though.
So you can sneak and try to kind of sneak along the wall, and get a better shot, or you can just break your cover and go out into the room and do your thing.
I think knowing that it's in this corner, I'm probably just gonna, because I don't want to spend all my time just trudging through these
crawling
webs.
Along. Okay.
So I'm just gonna do a stride, and I'm gonna do up 10 feet, and then another 5 or 10. Either way, I have 25. And when I get right here, I will use my last 2 to cast Divine Lance. And make a ranged spell attack against the AC.
Divine Lance, I'm going to go ahead and just let you know this right now. Divine Lance is not going to affect this spider, because Divine Lance is specifically vitality. Oh, spirit damage. I am so sorry. I confused myself.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
No, you're fine. That is spirit damage will hurt this because it is a living being.
Let's go.
You're fine. I got ahead of myself there.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. So go ahead and make a ranged spell attack.
That is 24.
24. Okay. Not quite enough to critical hit, but go ahead and give me that damage.
2d4 spirit damage. That's gonna be 4 points of spirit damage.
Yeah. So you shoot at this little. I guess what is it like? Does it look like a spear? How does this look like?
So the way I envisioned it is I'm kind of making it very like material when Nolak casts spells. I would say y'all would almost see, especially like Heap and Gerald, like Nolak is like kind of behind you, and you see him almost like throw a spear, and once it gets about like 5-10 feet away from it, just kind of like disappears. And then it hits the spider.
Okay. Yeah. So this spear flies across the room, doesn't leave any kind of physical marks, but you see it like go right through it, and it lets out this horrible screech, and then falls to the ground dead.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah.
Sorry, Heap.
I had my entire script of what I was about to do.
You can still do it.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah. So the spider is dead. It is curling its legs in on itself like spiders tend to do when they die. Heap, how are you going to handle this?
I don't even know that the spider's there. I'm like, look, no hands.
Oh man!
Did you see that, guys?
How is he
He used
doing?
no
that?
hands.
Like,
How
I'm
is-
like starting to put the torch up to my tongue. Huh?
Oh
Oh, did you just see that?
I just like try to like grab this torch back. Like no.
Wow, I did not expect you guys to just absolutely murk that spider that fast. The
Man,
absolute
get the fuck
inverse of the
around.
rat encounter. I like
yeah,
it.
no, we were very serious.
I was gonna bowstring myself towards that spider.
Oh my god!
I was gonna use
aid.
long jump and just like go back and forth and just like propel forward.
We need to. You need to like text me that. Then I'll be like, I'll aid specifically if he uses long jump or some shit.
Just pulls back on the spiderweb string, and just launching me.
I like it. Okay, yeah. That first arrow from Gerald really took that spider down.
Rangers built different.
Yeah. But spider is dead. You guys just rapid fire, bam, bam. Within a couple seconds, the spider comes out of the walls and then immediately just gunned down by an arrow, and this magical lance just pierces right through it.
Yeah, it's a good thing Dudley told us where it was. Otherwise that could have been bad.
Indeed.
Okay, yeah, spider's dead. You're free to look around, move forward, or go back if you want to. I don't think you have much of a reason to, but you do have that option.
I feel good. Oddly enough, I feel fine. How's everyone else doing?
I'm kind of full, but I could still eat some more.
Are you
Okay.
eating the bodies over there? Is that what you're doing?
I'm going to look at them and see if there's any human bodies here.
Oh, you eat humans?
No,
Is that something
I'm
you-
just trying to
Okay,
see what
okay, that's
the
how I
issue
took
is
that as
down
well.
here. No,
I took
don't-
that as well.
They're my
Okay.
patrons. I don't eat my patrons, only the bad ones.
Okay. You're looking at the bodies, right?
Yeah. I'm just crawling up the spider webs going towards the bodies.
Okay. Yeah. So, if you want to investigate and figure out what these bodies are, the farther you get back into the spider's little pocket here, this bodies are more wrapped up and kind of harder to discern. So go ahead and give me a perception check to figure out what exactly these desiccated corpses are.
Yeah. That would be a 17.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Perfect. So there are, couple humans, but you also find a couple kobolds as well.
Oh no.
And amongst these piles and wraps of skin and bone is this reptilian looking creature. It's been here for a couple days, but it's still just very clearly a kobold.
Do we want to tell Trisha Tumbleweeds that I don't have any fucking clue what that chick's name was.
That's
Trisha
fucked up.
Tumbleweeds. I love that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not going to correct you. I'm going to keep that one as
All
is.
I knew was it was TT. That's the only thing I remembered.
Can I do recall lore. Is that what it's called?
Recall knowledge? Yep.
Yeah. That's a thing I want to do. That's a thing we haven't done yet.
Yeah,
so,
I'm like handing them down attached to the spear.
No.
No, I didn't stab them.
Oh, okay.
I like stick it where the webbing is and just like kind of reach down. It's not a far reach.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's still dangerous.
It's a blunt spear. It's not very helpful.
What information do you want to learn, and then what ability do you think best fits that information?
Oh God, I didn't know it was that in depth. Okay. So I guess what I want to recall, I guess if I want to recall, what's her name? The lady who
the lady that hired you, the owner of the fishery.
The owner of the fishery, yeah. And then I guess what would help with that, I guess, is why would it be occultism? Diplomacy. Being
sure. Go ahead and give me a recall knowledge with diplomacy to remember the name of this person that just hired you 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
About half an hour ago. You guys rested and patched yourself up. About half an hour ago, who hired you?
It's a 21.
Yeah. It's
so unimportant.
It is Temley Tendervale. And since we are on the topic with recall knowledge, a critical success with recall knowledge allows you to either gain an additional piece of info or ask a follow-up question.
Okay.
If you want to, there's not much there to know, but if you have a follow-up question, we can ask that quickly.
Yeah, sure. I guess my other question I would ask would be
single.
No, it would be
is she taken?
Have other people taken this job? Because why are these kobolds?
No, this is the first time anyone in the town's been hired. She's tried to ask the guards to help, but they're too busy guarding things and doing their guarding job to bother coming down here. So you are the first she's approached to do this job.
Word.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything?
Yes, I would like to go to the first room, and I remember seeing bottles on those tables, little bottles and whatnot.
Okay.
I would like to grab one of those bottles, empty out whatever is inside of it. Good, empty bottle. And go to the spider's corpse, and I would like to make a nature check to milk the venom out of its teeth. Or find the venom sac and place it in the bottle.
Can I aid?
Yes, you can. I'm gonna say it's survival because you're not just nature. This is you have to figure out how you doing this, how you gonna get this out without poisoning yourself.
Of course. Actually, venom only hurts you if it gets in your bloodstream. Poison is if it touches your skin.
Okay.
So, yeah. I'm joking, by the way. That is I know, complete bullfuckery that I'm. Yes, a survival check. That is an 18.
Okay. Yeah. I would say, Hansel, did you want to help that, or?
Yeah, I wanted to help because.
So go ahead and give me another survival check as well.
Me or?
Yeah, you gave me a survival check.
Word.
Yep. So to help, you have to also perform the action you're trying to help with.
I'm getting these good rolls out now. Dirty 20.
Yeah, okay. So with a success on a aid, you get a +1 to your ally's roll. So you would have a 19, Gerald. And you managed to get not a lot, probably half, a little splash of venom out of this spider. I really don't know how much spiders produce venom, so I'm going to guess.
It's a large spider.
We're going to guess and say about half a bottle you managed to get out of this thing because it has been eating stuff and using its venom. Yeah, I think that's fair, right? Half a bottle of venom.
Yes, I'm very happy with that.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. Anything else? Anyone else want to do anything? Yeah, I'm scared.
I want to take
I leave an arrow in it.
Yeah, the kobolds over to Nolak and be like, "Oh, you're well traveled. Have you ever seen any things like these?"
Things.
Yeah, well, first off, we don't call them things. Second of all,
Well, it's dead. Isn't that a thing?
Oh wow, that's a very ethical question you're
I have a
asking
negative
me.
1 to wisdom.
I would have said stuff. Have you ever seen any stuff like that?
Is there? Okay, so this is a question for DM.
Yep.
Is that a recall knowledge, or if it's like part of my backstory?
I would say kobolds are around enough in Golarion that all of you would be able to recognize this to varying degrees. You've seen them. Okay, I would say besides the sheltered ones, you would probably have seen these either in pictures or from stories, or maybe in one or two that were a little more socialized, walking around some larger towns.
Okay, I mean, yeah, we've, if you have you ever read a book?
Heap. Can you read?
Oh. Okay.
That felt racist.
Maybe.
I say this and I'm like looking at like the clown costume and the diaper and I'm just doing my best to be like, so in books.
Dude, I live in the woods and I wouldn't be talking that racist.
In stories they exist and people have seen them before. It's just not super common. I'll say that.
All right.
One thing I do want to add, I did forget to read this part here. Also amongst the bones and skin and dead kobolds, Heap would have been able to find a short sword with a small emerald in the pommel.
Oh.
Not magical, but it is, elaborate. It's a little more pricey than the typical short sword. You could probably get some good money from a merchant.
I heard the tool
And you
called me
also
short.
No, wait. You also find a healing potion. Healing potions restore 1d8 hit points when consumed.
I mean, if y'all want to take that, one of y'all can take that.
I don't think I need it.
This invulnerable goblin.
I'm untouchable. Until I die, I'm untouchable.
Hansel? Is it Hansel?
Hansel.
Hansel, if you want the potion, or are you Gerald? It's up to you.
Gerald, do you want it? Because I'll take it if you don't want it. I just want to be respectful.
Homie's hella gone. What happened?
Oh no.
I think his Wi-Fi.
Oh, me.
Oh,
Yes.
I forgot my name.
That was in character. That's in character.
Yeah,
That's in character.
Hansel is just looking at you, just like, okay.
Bro, I was googling the difference between poison and venom to fact check myself. Okay. Do I want what?
Do you want the potion of healing? If you want it, that's fine. But if you don't need it,
I'm okay.
Okay.
I don't take damage.
okay.
It's one of my class features.
Well, you hit the ground and took 2 damage earlier, so you
They
are
didn't
a
say
little
that.
bruised up. Okay.
I
No, they
saw
definitely did, but okay.
Yeah, I thank you, everyone. Oh God. Can I send Deli?
Yep.
Scouting ahead.
Yeah, so go ahead and just ping on a map where I don't have a token for Deli, unfortunately, but ping on a map where you want Deli to end up.
All right, so there's a fork in the road.
Yep.
Oh God, I don't know which way we're going. I guess I'll ask first. Which way are we gonna go?
Oh, there's a fork in the road.
Yep. Yeah, so you guys go ahead and
There's
advance
a fork
up.
in the road.
And I'll go ahead and read this paragraph first here before we go any further. After the web-infested cave, the passageway leading deeper underneath the streets of Otari appears to be mostly natural. But someone, or something, has worked to open the cavern and level out the floor, making the passage easily traveled. A crude barricade made from old wooden planks and part of a barrel blocks the entrance to a side tunnel, while the main passage continues off into the gloom. So you're right, here is a side tunnel, and then the main tunnel is down here.
They obviously have really good craftsmanship if they're using 5 of my own types of spears to stop people from coming through this tunnel.
That's very, very true, Heap. Very true. Clearly they want to keep something in. Are like the spears like pointed up, or are they like pointed down the hallway? Like it looks
down the hallway. Yeah, they're pointed towards the hallway.
So something dangerous must be over there. If we want to go investigate, we can.
The spears are wooden, correct?
Yeah, it's just wooden planks and wooden stuff.
Vampires.
I don't want to deal with that, so down the main hallway we go.
Okay. And then I'll send Deli down, I guess, here?
Okay, so you guys are avoiding this barricade, right?
I was tempted to go that way, because I'm a perfectionist.
I was too a little bit, yeah.
I will go with you if you go, Mr. Crumble.
Oh, no, that's my father's name. My name's Heap.
Wait. Your father's name's Crumble?
Yeah,
no,
Mr.
like
Crumble
the cookies?
Well, if y'all want to go investigate, you can. We can just wait right here.
I'll sneak on through.
All right. Yep. So as you approach the barricade, please give me a perception check.
Booyakasha. 1 + 4.
Yeah. No. This is definitely wood in front of you. You're very certain of that.
I just have the torch in my hand, just going right through wood.
Okay. That was the next question. You do have the torch on you still. Okay.
Never get it back.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm also going that way if I can make,
Yeah, so as you approach the barricade, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 19 plus some numbers. Plus 8, 27.
Yep.
Oh,
So
Like 2 more than what I got. Calm down.
as you walk up and kind of like begin to try and cross over this barricade, you do hear a faint clattering sound up ahead, further down the tunnel.
Dude, there's fucking monsters up there.
What?
Monsters! There's fucking monsters up there!
There's sex monsters over there. I'm in.
Maybe!
Hold this torch.
I hold the torch.
I just go forward.
So you kind of push through this barricade, knock it over, whatever. You trying to be spy at all, or just shoving it?
Just like trying to worm my way through. I'm a tiny little man.
Okay.
I feel like your feet are like kicking to try to like get in. Like, try to...
Give me an acrobatics check to try and like
Hell yeah,
worm
brother.
your way through.
I think that's a 15. No, lower. 13.
Oh no. Yeah. So you make a little bit of noise. You're not quite like you knock over a few things here and there, but you do get through just fine.
All right, I'm here for the sex monsters.
Okay, if I hear
follow.
monsters, if we're hearing monsters,
No, we
like-
can handle this. You take
Okay.
y'all have like magic and shit.
yes.
Yeah.
What does that have?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Maybe we can
Okay,
stealth up.
Fuck it, die if I care.
Yeah, you can definitely stealth up. You would do the avoid notice action
Sure.
or activity, I should say.
Yes, I would also like to do that.
Okay. So first thing I need from Gerald is how did you approach the barricade? Did you push through it? Did you try to sneak through it?
I would have. Let's see. I would have used squeeze, I believe. Correct? How do you spell squeeze? Squeeze acrobatics. You can squeeze through a space. Let me roll for that. I reckon.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me acrobatics as well.
Yes, indeed. You want to negotiate on the DC?
What you got there?
11.
Yeah, no, so similar to how Heap did, you do manage to wiggle your way through, but there is some noise and clattering as you kind of push. I am moving too much and setting off my focus.
Oh heavens.
Okay, yeah, so you make a little noise, knock over a few sticks and barrel pieces, but you are through the barricade. Nolak, Hansel, are you guys trying to follow behind, or are you just staying on this side of the barricade?
Oh, we got our magic. We'll stay over here.
Okay.
I guess I don't know how long it would take but I want to start now that they're over there. I want to start making Deli move that way. I don't know how long it will take, and that's up to you. But like, I want to put my familiar near them to like maybe see if I see something they don't. I don't know.
I would say we're using this purple thing to represent your familiar.
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's perfect. Let's go ahead and just do that. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say. You can't. I guess I have to.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
you do
personally
control.
made it.
Okay. I'll go ahead and move it. How does right here look? I guess I would say if that was your intent as they were moving up, I'd say you probably can keep just ahead of them.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, and the whole time I'm gonna put my vision in Delhi.
Okay, so up to 1 minute, you can go ahead and do this. So as you shift your mind, you see Delhi skittering along the wall into this room, and in the room there are. You see, let me get my button to do what I want it to do. You see zombies and a zombie and 4 skeletons in this room. Right before Heap and Gerald come through the door and are visible. So you guys are still behind the wall, not around the corner just yet. As Hansel sees this. Are you going to communicate that to them, or you just let them kind of walk into what they're coming into?
Like you see Hansel's eyes and like facial expressions, kind of like mouth agape, just like, oh, okay. And from the other side of the barricade, well, I guess I'll take my vision out of the barricade. Yeah. I'll just say, or whatever. I'll be like, no, like tell them that there's something dangerous over there. They look like cadavers over there. Moving and all that. Please tell them that they shouldn't be there.
While you're like saying that, I've pulled out my water skin, and I've taken a sip, but you definitely get like a scent of like it's like booze. while you're kind of like looking through the eyes, and then like as you're saying this to me, I'm like finishing the sip. I'm just like, yeah, am I okay? And I'll start heading over there and just be like, Gerald.
Are you guys going to heed this at all, or are you going to keep pushing forward?
Does the spider do anything?
No,
not actively, unless you choose to make it do something.
I can't fight. I'm just letting you know that now.
And you are definitely getting like emotional pings of like, I'm scared. Get me out of here.
Like I once I feel that, I'm gonna be like, and they got the notification to not go in there. I'm like, yeah, Deli, bring that ass back. I don't want you hurt.
So Heap and Gerald, as you're coming around this corner, because there's been a lot of interactions as you guys have been walking. I want to say, as you guys kind of come up to this corridor, you see the cupcake skitter in front of you, and then immediately skitter back away very quickly.
Mr. Stack Fumble, the cupcake ran away. I think that means that shit might be going down.
Yeah, that'd be my guess as well.
Oh my god.
I do it with it's Scooby-Doo, full Scooby-Doo.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and call it and say, this is initiative.
Yes.
Heap and Gerald, were you both trying to avoid notice, or is that just Heap trying to do that?
I also am going to avoid notice.
Okay, so you have the choice to roll stealth for your initiative.
Perfect.
That single stealth roll allows you to both check your stealth against their perception DCs and to get yourself an initiative.
Amazing.
I would say I was running up towards them. What do I need to do to get past the barricade? What would you like for me to do? Or I
would say give me an athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you prefer, to try and get over this. Or you can give me a crafting to try and like disassemble it quickly.
Athletics. That's an 11.
Going to. Okay. Yeah, so you definitely get slowed down a little bit, but you do manage to like vault over kind of clumsily, but you can get over it.
Okay.
And let me get these character sheets open because I don't have sheets for these monsters yet. And there it is.
Hansel, are you staying back?
Oh no, they're probably gonna get. Oh, they're probably gonna get hurt. I should go. And
the XP.
they start making their way to the thing, and they're gonna start taking it down.
You're gonna try to disassemble it. So go ahead and give me a crafting check.
That's something I'm good at.
Give me 5
Whole
more
lot
spears.
of witch shit. That is a 16.
Yep. Yeah. So you'll take you a minute. So you're gonna start behind the barrier, and Nolak, you're gonna start right as you come over the barrier. I think.
Okay.
As we kind of go into that, has everyone put their initiative? I didn't clear. I don't think I cleared it from last time.
Well, I updated mine, so I got an 18 for stealth initiative.
So everyone, go ahead and
my bad.
Hansel and Nolak, go ahead and give me perception initiatives, and add that to the turn order. And I'm going to go ahead and roll for these skellies. And the zombie will get its own turn.
Yeah, we have Tweedledee and Tweedledum just peeking, and it's like, oh, that's not good.
I have a quick.
Oh my god, we all got 12.
That means it'd be funny if we each did one action and then we each did another action. That'd be silly.
Yeah. Okay. So, this is going to be interesting. What is there? Yeah. Okay. That is. I think you both managed to actually be on. So the skeletons heard you guys. It's very clear as you peek around this corner. The skeletons have heard you messing with the barricade outside their door. But they don't know that you're outside the door just yet. They know someone's here, so they're going to start moving around and trying to figure out what is exactly happening. So they're going to start pushing up, each of them spending one action to stride to get closer to entrance of this cave. I think I'm going to say they're going to get up against this opening, but they're going to just spray the weapons and kind of wait. They don't really seem to want to leave this. They don't really want to leave this room.
Right.
And that will be the end of their turn. Heap, you are undetected, but they are aware that someone is here.
All right. So I'm going to kind of stick the spear into the ground, ride up on it, and use a leap action to go 10 feet to try and get past them.
Oh.
Okay.
Just like,
Okay. Pole vault.
Yeah, like basically pole vault over them.
Okay.
Because
And
movement's
what is
really
leap?
awkward. It's 10 feet horizontally if I have at least 15 feet.
I'm going to interject real quick. You also could use the tumble through action.
I'm an acrobat.
So acrobat allows you to use your acrobatics to do the same thing you're trying to do right now. You stride up to your speed. During this movement, you can try to move through the space of one enemy. Attempt an acrobatics check against the enemy's reflex DC to get through the space. So you can leap if you want, but I think that might be a little more in character for our friend Heap.
Yeah. Just go around the corner and just like try and aim through his ribcage. 17 plus 5, 22.
Yeah, 100%. These are not very reflexive skeletons, or actually they are quite reflexive, I should say. Yeah. But not enough
underneath his armpit.
Not enough for Heap Crumble though. As you just kind of like jump out from behind this wall, dive under their armpits, their bony armpits, and land on the other side now between skeletons and a zombie. That's
also
one of your actions.
Stride, so I could still go farther.
So tumble through is a stride plus this acrobatics check.
So I still have
two actions.
2 more spots to go with stride. I'm just gonna go up here.
As
far
correct.
up
Yeah,
as
you were
possible.
still in the middle of a stride action.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, none of the skeletons have reactive strikes, so none of them try to make attacks on you.
Yeah. I'm just like looking over at the zombie. Are you able to speak, or is this just gonna be a throwdown?
They just kind of lifelessly look at you and don't really react at all.
What's that over there? Vicious strike.
Okay.
21.
Which one is this?
This is
Which
the two actions to do twice as much.
No, I'm sorry. Which one are you hitting?
Zombie.
Sorry. The zombie. Okay, he's hitting the zombie.
Yeah, I was like, what's that over there? And stab him in the back.
Yeah, 100%. You have no troubles getting to this zombie. Yeah, 21 is going to hit. What is your damage?
13 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage because it's a blunt spear.
What damage type is the spear?
It is piercing.
It is piercing. Okay, yeah. So you managed to just plunge it right inside the zombie. It doesn't seem to really react much, but you can tell as you pull it out that the way the body shifts and crumbles that really hurt the skeleton. You said 13 damage, correct?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. He is not feeling great. And that was your all three actions.
Yep, I'm out.
Okay, Nolak, you are a little behind, but you hear the sounds of combat as Heap does his dive. Do you make sounds, Heap, as you like jump in? So you hear that. You hear that as you approach the other side of this barricade.
That was terrible. I don't know if I want to use it. I'm gonna save it actually. I'm just gonna try to do now void damage. So undead can be affected by any type of damage. It doesn't have to be specifically vitality. Obviously.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So then, I will.
But it is immune to void damage. I should say that.
Oops. I'm out of luck, y'all.
Okay. So I'll do this then. I will use a stride action to go 5, 10, and I believe that puts me within range. Yes. And I'll cast Infuse Vitality. So a number of targets equal to the number of actions I spend casting this spell. Each target's unarmed and weapon strikes deal an extra 1d4 vitality damage. And then it says if I have the holy trait, you can add that trait to this spell until the strikes affected by the spell. I don't know.
We'll not mess with that right now. That's a different part of character creation we didn't really touch on because it's a bit more involved. Okay. We can come back around to that outside of session if you are interested in that.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll spend my other 2 actions and I will cast Infuse Vitality on Gerald and Heap.
Okay.
So your weapons now deal an extra 1d4 vitality.
Yep.
I would say there's just like a quick you can kind of notice like around your weapons. It almost has like the sound of like a crackling fire, and you almost see like a quick like little glow from it. As you see like Nolak is like just like kind of focusing for a second. Doing some kind of like hand movement type thing.
Oh yeah.
And I have to concentrate. This is a concentration spell, so that means I have to use an action to concentrate.
No.
No. Oh.
Concentrate just describes what you are doing. That is describes like how you are casting the spell. So there are some other spells that would say, like, hey, this makes it harder to concentrate, that kind of thing. But no. So when you cast a spell in Pathfinder, it lasts that duration. You are putting all the magic that requires to keep it lasting that long out into the world. It's like charging a battery. So even if you were to go down, that spell would keep lasting.
Okay.
I don't think any of you have this, but there is a action called sustain. Some spells will have the sustain trait where you can use an action on your turn to keep it up. I don't think any of you have any spells that use that at this point, though. So I wouldn't worry too much about that.
So, okay.
Yeah, so you're completely free. There's no worried about trying to keep this up or not casting other spells. You are completely free to use this.
Okay, cool. Then that is my turn.
Yep. All right, we are on to Gerald. You are undetected by these skeletons so far. I forgot to mention this for Heap's turn, but when you are undetected, they are off guard to you. Every enemy that you're undetected for, they are off guard to you. So that is a -2 to their AC while you are hidden.
Yes, I would like to first action blue skeleton. He is within my sight and sound. I would like to hunt him as prey.
Okay.
And sort of mark his ass, if you will.
Yeah.
And with my enhanced vitality, I would like to do the hunted shot, 2 shots on him. The first shot, if it lands, will have an extra D8, and I also believe an extra D4. Is that correct? Am I understanding that correctly?
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Indubitably, even. That is going to be a 20. A 20.
Nat 20? Or
No,
dirt 20?
dirt. 20 with some dirt on it. 20 with some dirt on it.
Yeah, that dirt covered 20 will indeed hit.
Yes! Finally! Okay, where's the dice? My room is dark.
It's mine.
Alright, 2d8 plus a d4. The d4 is 3, the d8 is 3, the other d8 is 2, so that is 8 damage. Yeah.
That's including the vitality damage?
Including the vitality damage, 8
So
damage.
what was vitality damage?
3 damage.
It was 3. Okay. So yeah, so as you shoot your arrow, you see it kind of like go through and skip off the ribcage a little bit. The arrow didn't really do a whole lot of damage at all. Like it didn't seem like it even bothered the skeleton. But the vitality infusing that arrow seemed to like almost scorch it and like leave a burn mark as it passed through. The skeleton is very uncertainly wobbling. There's like a chunk missing out of its ribcage now. It's still standing, but it's not looking good.
Oh, okay, so regular damage isn't great. Well, I still have another shot, and these things are still hurt by the thing on my bow. Let's see. That is 8 plus 7, 15, minus 4, 11.
Yep, nope, that's not going to hit.
Yep, that one goes. Phew! And I don't know what to do for my last action.
I should be all 3 because you hunted and then you shot twice.
No, the hunted shot is 1 action but 2 strikes.
No, but you what's it called? The hunt prey. You hunted prey first.
Yes. So and that is hunt prey is 1 action.
Yep, and then you hunted shot, which is your second one. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, you said 2 shots with hunted prey. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't know what I should do. So I'm probably
You can make the -10 shot if you're feeling brave.
I'm gonna not. I'm just gonna. I am going to. I'm going to aid. I'm going to. I'm just going to like look at Nolak. It's like, hey, if you go in and hit something, I'll help you do that.
Okay. And how would you help? Short, quick. How would you help?
Oh, I'm not close. Maybe like shoot an arrow to like knock it off guard or get its attention by shouting, or something with rope.
With rope. I think that in order to help with any kind of combat, you'd have to be a little more threatening, just being at a distance. But if you wanted to, maybe.
I think I'm just going to stride and get a little closer and take the heat off of Heap a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Sounds good. And Gerald, you are done. Hansel.
So Am I on the other side of it, or am I still?
So you were on the other side, but you have successfully taken it apart enough where you can walk through unimpeded.
Okay, is that my movement still or no?
So yeah, so you can use your full stride to ignore the barricade being there now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do I still have movement to move forward?
What's that?
Do I still have movement to move forward?
Yeah. So that would that was one action. One action to stride. It would only be there's pretend that the barricade isn't there anymore. There's no issues with that. You can just walk. Use your full 30 feet. No issues.
Okay. Then I'll use my full 30 to get
long elven legs.
Yeah, long elven legs. Oh man.
Son of Crumble.
Okay, so yeah, I'll use my one stride to get here next to Gerald. Is there a wall over here, or would I be in melee with the green?
I would say you probably can't go right there. You would be in the wall.
I'd be in the wall.
If you come back by one, yeah.
Come on. There. Do I see them, or do I have to climb up, I guess?
So you can't see... This is a full wall, so you can't see this one. But you can see the other two and the zombie. Blue, purple, and zombie.
Does the... can I roll to see if the zombie has a brain?
Yep, so go ahead and give me a recall knowledge, and we'll use occultism for this one, because zombies are undead of the occult.
Okay, that's good. We like those numbers. That's 17 plus 6, so that's a 23? Yes?
Yeah.
17 plus 6?
It's a success. It's a success. Not a critical, but it is a success. So what's your question?
Do they have brains? Would mental damage do anything to them?
No, they are mindless creatures.
Oh man, so I'm really out of luck, y'all. So I have a sling. I guess I'll shoot one of those slings at one of them. You said I can see the blue and the
purple and zombie. Yep.
Okay. I'll shoot one of them at the sling. I mean, at the blue one.
Okay. And what type of damage is the sling?
It is. I have never used this type of weapon ever. It is.
Yeah.
I think it's bludgeoning.
Yep,
Yeah.
1d6 bludgeoning.
As propulsive, whatever that means.
Slingshot.
You add half your strength modifier, if positive, to damage rolls with a propulsive ranged weapon.
Okay. That is a total of 15.
To hit.
To the skeleton?
Yeah.
Skeleton, yeah, that will, no. Okay, no, skeleton will not hit the skeleton with the 15.
Okay.
1-5, right?
Yeah, with my last action, then, because it says I can use it retroactively, can I do Nudge Fate?
So you would have had to have casted that prior to doing your action. I am inclined to say that this one time I will allow you to, because you have 2 actions remaining, correct? This is your shot is your second action. I'm inclined to say, because I want to see this be used. You can say that was your second action, and just shot would be your third action.
Okay.
Because I also want to show off what your pet can do when you cast a hex. So you want to read that for us?
Oh, so the familiar... Wait, is that the familiar balance lug?
Yep.
Or is that
Yep.
Okay. Your familiar has a spot on its body that looks like a good luck charm or a bad omen, depending on the angle.
When you cast or sustain a hex, one creature within 15 feet of your familiar gets either a +1 status bonus to its AC or a -1 penalty AC until the start of your next turn.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to show this off for everybody. I think it's pretty cool, and I want you to be able to use this. So yeah, you use your nudge fate, and you kind of bump yourself over, and you hit the skeleton. And who are you giving this bonus to within 15 feet of your familiar, which is, I'm assuming, on your person right now, right?
Yeah, it's currently on my person because I don't want him to get killed.
Yeah.
With all those bad stuff there. So within 15 feet, the closest thing to my familiar would be on. Oh wait, Heap's 20.
You go to penalize enemies. Yep.
Okay, so I guess which one is the closest to Heap? I guess it would be
the blue.
It would be the blue or purple.
Okay,
You can't reach the zombie or the red zombie, red skeleton.
Then I'll do the blue one.
Okay.
So yeah, as the sling hits, you just see right from under it, actually right where the sling hits, you see that it leaves like a slash on the skeleton, and it's just dripping this like dark, yucky miasma.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So as you cast nudge fate, and you throw this sling, and the skeleton's just completely off guard, and the bullet seems to want to go past it, but at the last second, maybe a trick of the light, it nails it right in the head, and the skeleton shatters. I don't even need to see the damage die. That is
4 points of damage.
That is a dead skeleton. It was not very strong at all. But okay, yeah, that worked out. Thank you, Hansel. We are now going to see what the zombie does. Zombie is going to look at this little goblin that has come up to it, not even right at its feet, and has smacked it very, very unpleasantly. And it's going to go ahead and try to bite you.
Hug me, damn it.
It's going to use the jaws. That is an interaction ability. Excuse me. I want to use the jaws attack for a 26 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna fucking hit now, isn't it?
So you take 10 damage from that.
Yeah, because I can't use reactive strikes. I don't have my shield up.
And then when the zombies... shield block.
Yeah, ignore me.
You're good. When the zombie succeeds at its first strike, it can use this action to immediately after to grapple the target. So I have to remind myself what grapple means.
You are being hugged.
It was more like a hug and a kiss. It was a hug and a kiss.
Damn, that gives me 3 conditions. That's terrifying.
All right, so he makes a athletics check against your fortitude DC. So I don't think it's an automatic grapple. So he is trying to get a hold of you.
Fortitude
Bill.
DC. Where would the DC for that be?
So fortitude, your DC for all your abilities is just 10 plus your modifier.
So it's 17. So he beat it. He meets it.
Meets it. Okay. Yep. So he's got you held on. He's held on to you now. You are grappled. And he's gonna try to now he's got you in his grips. He's gonna try to hit you again.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even take the damage yet. Ouch.
And he's going to make his second attack. 16 to hit you this time.
Fucking just hits.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh no.
Because my AC got lowered.
Yep. So that is another 4 damage to you.
I'm chilling.
Just make sure I understand grapple correctly.
I'm immobilized and off guard, so my AC's lower and I can't move.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. So he's got you in his grips, but this is a very slow skeleton, slow zombie. So he kind of comes up and stumbles upon you, grabs you by the shoulders, and bites you on the shoulder a little bit, and then winds back with his one fist while he keeps a hold on you, and just goes for this a slow swing and just kind of clocks you in the chest as he's got you held. But that's all he really can do. He's not very fast at all right now.
Hit twice.
Yep. And that is the end of the zombies' turn. We're back to the skeletons.
I just ruined my entire turn.
The skeleton behind you, he sees that you're an easy target right now. And
don't say that. I'm not easy.
And he's going to take a attack at you with his scimitar.
You got lucky 3 times.
Oh no! It's 4 more damage to Heap.
I'm fine. Fine.
Yo, no.
Right. And he's going to kind of come upon you with as he swings his scimitar. He's going to follow up with a claw attack with his other hand, his free hand.
Misses.
11. Okay.
Ooh.
Lie, baby.
And with his last attack, he's going to bring that scimitar back around for his third action.
Hold up, wait.
Oh my god.
-3. I get healed 7 points, right?
Is that how that works?
Unfortunately not.
What do you mean?
Unfortunately not. No, so he makes this swing and gets you right in the back with his scimitar, then slices with his claws, but you manage to duck around it, and also the subsequent scimitar across your over your head. The other two are much more concerned with the two at the corridor, and the purple one is going to stride and then make a scimitar attack against Gerald, who is making an effort to draw attention. 23 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
Okay. You're good.
Can I just ask a clarification question?
Yes.
When he grabbed me, was that considered a manipulate attack action?
Let me double check that. No, because it's an attack action, and it was a part of his. He immediately gets to grapple after. When it succeeds his first strike, you can use this action immediately after to grapple the target. Oh, I misread that. I am very sorry. One of those, his second attack did not happen.
Amazing.
So you can add 4 HP back to yourself.
I'm basically full health again, baby. Let's go.
So I thought it was a free action after making the attack. It is an action he has to spend to grapple. He did get a hold of you. You were held. But that 4 damage did not happen. That was my misunderstanding. Thank you for calling that out.
I would have stabbed him.
But purple skeleton up in Gerald's face made his first attack. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to come with that claw hand back around next.
All right.
We're going to get that claw. Oh, ignore that. That should be a 21 instead.
That shit still hits.
Yeah, I was saying, it probably still hits, but it's not a critical. That is 4 damage to you with his claw hand.
Okay.
And then the second hand, the other hand with the sword is coming back around again for a third swipe.
Oh fuck me.
8.
8 does not hit.
Did a third strike.
Oh, no.
Had to take a step. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you again. I messed up. That didn't happen in the first place.
This action economy bullshit.
I appreciate you calling me out. I am slacking. Okay.
First episode.
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna figure it out. 2 attacks. He hit one, missed one. Oh, hit twice. Sorry. The other skeleton is going to stride. He's going to come back over towards Heap, and he's gonna look at these guys in the hallway and say, This little guy is being held. He's not my problem. He's going to take a shot at Hansel, who's now a bit more of a clear target through this passageway than Gerald is. He's going to make a short bow attack against you.
Makes a ranged attack. I can attack back.
Yes, you can.
Fuck.
I use reactive strike. That's going to be a 27 to hit.
And not only do you hit, you critically hit.
I will kill this bitch. So
does it happen at the same time, or does the attack still go out?
The attack would go out. He managed to pull it out, but you're reacting to it, so it doesn't stop it. Yep.
So the vitality damage doubled just because of the crit will be 8, so it'll be 16 vitality damage.
I would say even then, I want to see the big number now. It'd be the big number.
So it's going to be a total of 32 damage, I think, because it's 4 plus 4 plus 8 doubled.
What?
There's that heap damage I like to see.
Being held.
You could say that that's a pile of damage.
Yeah, I make this guy crumble at my feet. I'm now lifted up higher to stab him in the back of the head with the spear.
So this zombie with his hand gripping you does not stop you from just seeing this zombie shoot your friends. You turn around, you just jam your spear right up into it. Even with this pile of bones, you manage to somehow impale the bones on your spear, and the vitality just makes it explode in a pile of dust. It's a very incredibly dead skeleton at your feet now.
Easy
And
enough.
that should be the last of the skeletons. Heap, you've made your reaction. It's now your turn.
Don't die for touching me. How do I break out of this grapple?
Yep,
There's
so
a check for this, right?
Use the escape action. The escape action, you can attempt an acrobatics or athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
Attempt a check using your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect. But you can choose to use your acrobatics or athletics instead of the attack modifier if you choose.
I don't have an unarmed listed here.
Yeah. I think it's just your base dex is what that would be. So you would probably want to do acrobatics anyways.
Yeah, I'm a
you're
strength
trained in that.
based.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no unarmed on my.
Yeah, I forget how
I
to
have a
add
plus
that
7 for athletics, so.
Or acrobatics. You are allowed to use acrobatics as well.
Acrobatics is lower, so 24 for athletics.
Yeah. So you 100%. Yeah, you're breaking free. It can't hold you down. Nothing can hold you down.
I'm Heap Crumbles. And then I'm going to take one attack against the skeleton that slapped me in the back, because that's just insulting. You don't hit a man in the back. Then I'm going to take a second attack against the other one. So I'm going to have the penalty for the first time.
Correct. Yeah, escaping still has the attack trait, which means it counts to the penalty. What you got?
Escape attack what?
So sorry, I kind of rattled through that. Escaping has the attack trait. So like you said, your attack now will have a penalty, the first penalty to it.
Which one of them looks worse? So I'm just going to do a vicious attack in that case. Instead of taking in -10, I'll just take the -4.
No, so you wouldn't get a -10.
Well, I was going to take 2 attacks.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. Then yes, the zombie's looking really rough. The skeleton hasn't been touched yet at all, but it just generally looks pretty frail. It's not very sturdy in the first place. So either or are going to be pretty good targets for you. But the zombie looks like it's wants to come back for you again. It wants to play to you.
Here's the issue. I want to do something funny, but I'll just take a vicious strike. I land on the ground. I just take a big uppercut against the zombie for a natural 20 plus 9 minus 4.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
so a 25 to hit with my vicious strike.
I want to hear this number. I want to hear.
So is this a crit?
Yes. There's nat 20. Nasty. Nat 20 does increase whatever success you have up by 1. So even if you didn't get a crit with 20 plus whatever, you still get the crit from the nat 20.
18 piercing and a big 1 on the vitality dice.
Okay. Yeah. So you stab again right into this zombie. Or are you swinging it?
I'm just kind of like doing an uppercut, like from the groin up.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you stake it straight up, and you see this zombie reacts especially poorly to the vitality damage enhanced on your weapon, and it just kind of fizzles and starts glowing and kind of smoking as you plunge the spear right through it. and it just drops dead. It is a dead zombie.
I might not have magic, but I have a shtick. That is
Okay,
my
there's
turn.
two skeletons remaining. Nolak, how you handling this?
So I see that everybody is a little bit hurt at this point, except for Hansel. You okay, or did you take damage, Hansel?
No, I didn't. It was a what to hit? It was like 8 to hit or whatever.
Oh, okay.
No, the arrow just kind of soared over your head.
Yeah.
Okay, but Heap and Gerald are a little damaged.
Just a
So
little bit.
I'm gonna try to heal you just a little bit because I'm gonna do my ultimate heal. So I'm gonna use all 3 of my actions to cast heal, which I disperse vital energy in a 30-foot emanation. This targets all living and undead creatures in the burst, and undead creatures need to make a fortitude save or take the amount of damage that I heal everybody else.
You're about to nuke them.
Yeah, it says if the target is undead, you deal that amount of vitality
You have to go
damage to
straight
it, and
out.
it gets a basic fortitude save.
Yep.
I
So
have
yeah,
to go-
you're still gonna hit all 2 remaining skeletons.
Is it like a cone, or is it like a
It's
a
an emanation,
radius?
so that means it goes from you in a circle.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So everybody heals 7 points.
I
And the
double-checked
skeletons need to make a fortitude.
Emanation. In all directions. Yep.
Okay.
That's correct. Yep. So 2 fortitudes. We have a 20 and a 5.
Okay.
What happens on a success?
On a 6, okay, it just says if the target is undead, you deal an amount of vitality damage to it, and it gets a basic fortitude save. So it doesn't say anything about a success, so I would just assume it doesn't take the damage.
Okay. Yeah. I would say it's probably a save or stock.
Yeah, but my class DC is 16, so the 5 fails.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So they take 7 points of vitality damage.
Yeah. So you cast this spell. I'm really unfocused again. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah. So you cast this. You throw the spell out, and Heap and Gerald, you feel the energy kind of rise up in you, and you wounds start to close up, and you watch as this red skeleton kind of shudders but doesn't really react too much, and this purple skeleton just instantaneously on the spot explodes into bone and dust, and it is totally dead.
And I'll just take a little sip from my water skin.
All right, Gerald.
All right. I will just stride over the fallen corpse. Oh, don't mind me. Step over. Action number 1. Action number 2. I point at the red skeleton and close one eye, and hunt prey and mark it. And then I am going to fire my 2 shots from hunted shot.
Okay, give me the shots.
First shot is a 15.
That will just fall short.
And second shot also doesn't hit.
Okay.
Yeah, take that put that fucking X off there. Yeah. That boy's
Oh yeah,
still alive.
I put the wrong icon on it. Not the X. I want this one.
Way to jump the gun. That boy is still alive. Very
I had so much faith in you. Damn.
You shouldn't.
Okay.
I have not rolled well at all
What is
today.
happening with this camera? Okay. I need to hit more still. I need to be less mobile.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, walked in, did those shots with full confidence, completely whiffed both of them. It's just like, fuck.
I can't see.
I
You
like
got
that
it,
for
Gerald.
I like the effort though.
I can't believe
Hansel.
you missed, asshole.
I can't believe you're still alive, asshole.
Me too.
Hansel is gonna do a stride, which that's one action to do, right?
Correct.
Okay. Can I stride and get like right in front of Gerald, like here, over there?
Yeah. It's a dead skeleton, so there's no problem at all.
Okay. So that was stride. Then I will.
2 left.
Then, because I want to make sure I get the order right. This is my second action. I want to do just in case, because I'm afraid of me messing this up somehow. I'm going to do Forbidding Ward. Oh wait, no, that's 2. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna bonk this bitch instead.
All right. Give a bonk.
Yeah, bonk him with my staff. Kind of just one leg up over the wall and then just, oh god! It just hits with the with the blunt end of it. That is a dirty 20.
Yep.
I think a 21? No, I lied. It's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, it's a hit.
Okay, so I'm two-handing, so that's 1d8 plus 1.
Okay.
Bludgeoning. Hiya. That is 3 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah, so you crack it, and the skeleton definitely is like, it shudders and it kind of crumbles a little bit, but it weakly stands up and plants its feet and looks at you and is not happy at all. You can tell in this, even with this flat skull, you can see kind of displeasure. It's not happy with you at all.
So in attacking is 1 action, right? Or is it
correct?
2?
So you've spent 2 actions so far. You have 1 remaining.
Let's try to hit it again, y'all. Let's try to hit it again.
And you now have a -5.
I have a +0 now. It's flat for my staff. Oh, I lied. No, it's -1.
Your staff is not agile, so you get -5.
Okay.
Yeah, and so with a +4, you have a -1 to your next attack roll. Yep.
Word. Okay, come on. Okay, that's a 18 -1, 17.
Meets or beats it. Yep.
Okay. Come on, bitch. And I'm gonna do another 2-hand, just wha, and then spin it around. Wha.
Hell yeah.
That's not a D8. Give me the D8. Okay, that's 7 points. That's 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, no. So you with the first smack, you kind of just smacked it, but with the second smack, you just knock its head clean off and it crumbles to the ground. The skeletons and the zombie are dead.
Let's go.
Good job, guys.
Hansel's just mouth agape, just pointing at it and just pointing at everyone. You saw that? Did you see? Did everyone see that?
I was in the hallway. What's that?
It's okay. I'm just. Whew. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this adventuring thing. Maybe I can do some of that bad girl magic my witch was talking about. I got it.
Dude, you're fucking magic. You're more set up for this than we are.
It's new magic. I'm not used to it. But thank you. I just don't have faith.
It's a pretty good team, I think.
I have faith.
And I just fall onto the ground, just like spread eagle, like I need a nap.
Oh god.
I'm gonna loot the coffins.
So
Next time.
we are getting close to the end of the session. Are we ready to wrap now? Or do you want to try to finish looting before we end the session?
Oh no. I can do that next time.
Okay. So, anything else anyone wants to say? Any questions? Any comments?
Oh, I love it.
It was good.
Okay, and I guess we'll go ahead and roll into the end of the stream, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So, and that's where we're going to end this session of Menace under Otari. Thank you guys for playing, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.